That was unexpected. Happy Sunday, y'all. Welcome to Sunday
What's up,
Shenanigans.
y'all? What is up? What's up?
Hey, you guys. It's Sunday and we're back. It's been a couple weeks. Okay, can we turn it down a little bit, please?
I'm trying to.
It never fails. The phone rings every time we get on this live. Somebody call that phone.
What's
every
up,
time we
y'all?
get
How
on
y'all
here.
doing?
Happy Sunday, y'all. Welcome back to another Sunday Shenanigans.
I looked this song up. I've been waiting to play that song for a whole week for y'all.
Have you really? That's your song, huh?
I heard it. We was watching a movie or something the other day, and it came out. I was like, oh, I like that. That's going to be the song for Sunday Shenanigans. So.
You keep talking. I'm going to make sure we got sound here.
Yeah. So everyone, welcome in.
We are good. Everything works today.
So we are in the building, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. It is another episode. What's wrong?
My light's not on. I usually have my lights going behind us.
Hit that switch over there. That's probably why.
This one?
Welcome in, y'all. We thank y'all so much. Yes, but we are here for another Sunday Shenanigans in the building. It's Sunday. I'm gonna be honest. We're gonna be honest with y'all. We were like, are we gonna go live today? Are we not gonna go live today? And then we realized something together, and we said, yes,
baby,
we have to go live today.
The Sunday naps got us today, y'all.
Or else.
Let's see who we got in the building.
What's up, y'all?
We got my cruising family in the building. What's up, Peter and
my
family?
Cruising family. How y'all doing? Thank y'all so much for being here.
Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see. We got my cruising family said happy Sunday, TRT, and everybody in the chat. Happy Sunday to you too, fam. LF McKinley, what's going on, Miss Lakeisha? Good evening, everyone.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks so much for being here.
Yes. Welcome in and happy Sunday to you.
Hey, Elisa.
What's up, Elisa?
How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you for being here and thank you for being a channel member. We appreciate you. Let's see. We've got Elisa saying hey to LF McKinley and hey to Event Joy. Or did I miss Event Joy? Hey, Event Joy. Sorry if it didn't even show up on our end. Hey, T. Welcome in. That's weird. Oh, there it is. Hello to everyone. To all in the chat, you're on the big screen, so I can get ready for work tomorrow. All right, cool, T, thanks for putting us on the big screen.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yes, get ready for your week, sis. I understand.
Tell Pretty Timmy to keep on preaching.
Right. Listen, we was over here locked in yesterday. Cassandra McCoy. Hi, Cassandra. How are you? Happy Sunday.
Hey, Cassandra. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for being here. Let's see. We got Elisa said, LOL, Sunday naps were necessary today. They were. Oh my God. It was such a good nap. I feel like I got two. Did I take two? Did I wake up and go back to sleep? I got two Sunday naps today.
Rolled over. I was over here slaving, trying to get it together, get this live together, struggling because she didn't want to do it all the time. I'm like, Lord Jesus, what do I press? Oh my God, I pressed the wrong thing. We're going live right now.
No, you got us here. You got it scheduled. I saw that the thumbnail was different, but that's okay. We like a different thumbnail every now and then. That's all right. You got it together. We here. And the sound is working today. So, you did better than me.
When she says, I see that the thumbnail is different, I felt judgment.
Why do you feel judgment? I said it was fine.
I see the thumbnail is different, but it's fine. We live. Don't worry about it. It's all good. We all good. We live. Oh,
I can't win. LF McKinney says Sunday naps are delicious. Yes, they are. I think that's the best.
It's an interesting way to describe a nap, but
that's what it is.
All good.
It's like a good meal. It just did knock you out. That Sunday, that after praise nap, it feels good.
And what a Sunday service it was.
Yeah, how was you all Sunday? Jesus. Let us know what y'all got into.
Woo!
We went to church today. Got knocked out by the spirit. Just good service all together.
That service was all good.
Yes, just know we had to take luggage to church today, and the whole word was about unpacking. So,
my God,
it was good word.
Unpack that thing.
Hey, Miss Theodora, happy Sunday to you. Welcome in.
Hey, Miss Theodora. Hello, Team Thanks Reese so much for being here.
And chat, happy Sunday. Thanks for being here. And thanks for being a channel member.
Thank you so much.
And we got Love and B23. Welcome in.
Hey, Love and B. How you doing? Thanks so much for being here.
He said, happy Sunday, Team Reese and chat. So, thank you for being here. And thank you for being a channel member, too.
So, Love and B23, I've been noticing that bike on your profile picture.
Of course,
and I'm a bike. If this makes any sense, I'm a bike enough fanatic, meaning I love motorcycles from the smallest to what I've learned over the last couple of years. What's called a trike is what I really want.
Don't be looking at me.
But
you can't even halfway walk through this house without hurting yourself. You're
don't be
not getting
telling
no
nobody
bite.
that.
No.
I just want to know what kind of motorcycle it is. It's really nice. I like that. But I want a trike. A trike, Kiki, has 3 wheels. I know you said you prefer me to have 4. It has 3
I prefer
wheels.
to have 4 wheels, all walls, windows, with dashboard, all of that.
So we can get a dune buggy then. You can get dune buggies with those kind of options on them.
I might be
They don't
okay
have to
with
be the
dune
ones
buggy.
that we use in Dominican Republic.
I might be okay with a dune buggy. But I don't think they're allowed in our town. So they won't even, you can't even have a golf cart here. They don't want them. You can't break the rules. We just won't have that. Cassandra said,
right,
I'm great.
I can't break the rules.
Hey, you already know what you can't break the rules around here. Cassandra McCoy said, I'm great. Thank you for asking. I pray that you all had a great day. We did. It's been a really good,
yes, it was a great
really good day. Service was phenomenal. Yes, I love
to hear that. So glad to hear that.
Hey, Sig the Solo Cruiser, welcome in.
Sig the Solo Cruiser.
That's like your theme music for her.
Yep.
Huh? Hey, Team Reese. Sig, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a channel member.
You've got mail. Remember that?
I do remember.
Remember that. AOL?
I do.
Did you ever be signed into AOL and forget? I used to sign it. You know how you had to sign into the internet with the telephone? And I used to forget.
Oh, and like sign in while somebody be on the phone.
You unplug that computer.
Oh my God, yeah, that was such a mess. Oh, remember it took like 20 minutes to just get on there. A mess.
Somebody tried to call. Get off the internet.
Hey, DT Cruiser, welcome in.
Hey, DT Cruiser, thanks for being here.
Yes, and thank you for being a channel member as well. He said hey to Ray, Kiki, RJ, and chat. Liam saying, hey, Team Reese. Hi, RJ. I finally made it to the right Sunday live. How was your week since Aqua been? Hello, everyone else in the chat. Our week since Aqua has been crazy. It's been busy.
Right, I
feel like we jumped right back into everything. I don't feel like I slowed down one bit until yesterday. And kind of like my body made me slow down yesterday. Like we literally got off of the ship and went right back into work mode the next day.
Literally had to go right. We got back in.
That was a Monday.
We got back in on Monday at like 9:00 at night. We finally got home because we stopped at our favorite taco stand beforehand and got some tacos before we came home. And by the time we got home, it was probably about 10:30, 11. Then I had to go. Thankfully, I was on 311s that week. Yeah. So
yeah, he jumped back into work the next night. I jumped back into the travel agency the next morning, and we've been rolling ever since. So I kind of crashed out a little bit yesterday. It just slowed down.
Not in that kind of way.
No, not in that. But like, like my body crashed.
Let me see something right quick.
Go ahead. Hey, Margaret Logan, welcome in. Happy Sunday to you.
Margaret, how you doing?
So we'll probably talk a little bit more about Aqua today because I think the last time we were live, we were on the ship. We were wrapping up the cruise. We were down to like the last day, I believe.
We ain't had no live since Aqua?
No, we haven't.
Oh wow.
No.
Okay, so then we can talk about
2 weeks. That was 2 Sundays ago.
All right, hold on right quick. Hold on, y'all. Pause for station identification.
Okay. We back.
And we're back.
All right. Margaret saying happy Sunday. Thank you, Margaret, for being here. Thank you for being a channel member.
Only because I like you. That's why I did that.
Elisa said the dial-up sound. It was, oh my God, that dial-up sound. You can hear that thing through the whole house. It just was a mess. Just think if you had to wait that long to get on the internet right now. As quick as we want stuff, we want stuff now, right? Like we want it quick.
Can you imagine, RJ?
Oh my God, no.
Yes.
Nightbot says shop pair eyewear. Oh man, I don't have my pair eyewear on today. Ray got his on, and we had matching glasses on today too. And I changed mine up.
If y'all, I'm very unique when it comes to dressing, and I love how I can switch up my glasses anytime, anywhere I want. And they're Pair Eyewear. Shout out to Pair Eyewear and thank them for
being a Team Reese sponsor.
Team Reese sponsor, and we thank them so much. These glasses right here, I got my new prescription. They was like, we just need your new prescription. Say less. So this is my first time ever having clear glasses. And you know what? Because, Key, you know what's the difference is with these glasses?
What's that?
So with clear glasses, everything is open, right? So when I get off from, at work, I got on my safety glasses. So everything is closed in and it's dark at work because I work in the warehouse all day long.
You can see everything.
And it's noisy. Just, and so I put them clear glasses on to go outside. I was like, oh my God, you know how a vampire looks when the sun hit them? That's how I feel when I put these on. But that's a good thing because they're clear all the way around, but I love them and I can switch them up. So today I had on black and gray at church. So boom,
Yeah.
I put these toppers on. And so they have, I want to say hundreds of toppers, depending on the design. Depending on the frame, shape, and everything. So if you guys are looking for, can you put that back up?
I had mine on too, but they got lost somewhere in the shuffle of the Sunday nap, so I can't find them right now.
So if
Go back
y'all
to my
are
other
interested
glasses.
in getting some glasses that can make your style even more unique, check out Pair Eyewear. It's a very simple process. And I'm looking forward to getting some more toppers and some more things. And
Yeah, that worked out real well on the cruise too.
Yeah, it
Being able
did.
to just slap some sunglasses on your face.
and
real
I
quick.
ain't got to wear double glasses now.
Miss Tiffy PD, what's up, neighbor?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks so
We
much for being
missed
here.
you. She said, "Hey, y'all, been a minute since I caught you all. Hi, everyone in the chats. Hey, girl, hope you're doing well. Hope all is well your way." Marcus saying, "Hey to my cruising family and Sig." All right, Love and V said Honda CBR 750RR. I don't have it anymore. I'm looking into a Spider or a Riker now, though.
I've been wanting a Spider for years.
Nope. I'm scared. Yeah, y'all, I'm nervous. I'd be nervous. First of all, if y'all only knew how much Ray gets hurt just walking through this house, like the thought of him being on some kind of vehicle that rides with no protection around him, I can't.
But I would wear a helmet.
You need a helmet in here sometimes. You be struggling, Ray. Ray, you be getting injured a lot. Like, I need you to not be making me more nervous. I'm on a motorcycle.
But it would have 3 wheels, Key.
Oh, okay. Liam said, "What was your take on Norwegian and Aqua?" Whew.
Well,
that's a whole lot to unpack. Should we get into it now? You want me to get into it? So I think Norwegian, first of all, thank y'all. We had not, I think initially when we first started thinking about doing Norwegian, we said, let's ask our community what ship they want us to go on. And we put up a list of new to us cruise lines. I think it was Norwegian, Virgin, MSC, because at the time I had not been on an MSC cruise yet. And I was one more, I don't remember, maybe Holland or something. And overwhelmingly, everybody said Norwegian, do Norwegian. And so we had done that one. And then we did another poll when it came down to, was we going to do Norwegian Aqua or was we going to do MSC World America for, the debut? And we sent that poll to our membership and our members voted Norwegian Aqua. And so we ended up on the Norwegian Aqua. So thank you. That was the first time we ever planned the whole trip around based on what the community and what our members asked for. So that was cool. I thought the ship was beautiful. I thought our time, I think that we had a good time because we have a good time when we cruise. I thought that most of the staff that we encountered were good.
99%.
99% we did. We talked about the run-in we had with the lady at the spot. I do think that was a one-off thing.
What about to do with the customer service count? It'd be your own people.
Oh, we didn't talk about that on the live because that was after. But let's finish the overall for Norwegian. I think that Norwegian Aqua, the ship, I think there were some issues with the ship. I think that it could have been designed a little bit better for a ship that's supposed to accommodate the number of people that were on it. We dealt with a lot of crowding. We didn't get to see a single show because every time we showed up for a show, even though we was going, 15, 20 minutes ahead of time sometime, RJ saying hi, y'all. Even though we were going ahead of time sometime, we couldn't get into a show. Everything was always so crowded. And even just every place where there could be a line, there was a line. Every time you needed to go to the guest services, long line. Every time you wanted to go to Starbucks, long line. I think it was maybe one time I walked up to Starbucks where it was this one person standing there. Next cruise, they were sending everybody to the next cruise desk, but only had 2 people working there the whole time.
Now, Starbucks, you have to just, it is what it is with Starbucks. And Starbucks is like that when you're at home.
It is.
It's 20,000 people in line in the car. You know what? Hold on. Put a pause right there.
Okay.
Y'all, I was not riding because I don't get a chance to ride too much, but I was in the car. We went to a particular Starbucks in our area. So I had never been to Starbucks early in the morning.
Change your life up.
Kiki wanted to go. She said, well, she ordered her drink on the app and she was gonna go inside and get it. So when I drive and we go different places, if I can, 99% of the time I'm backing into a parking spot. And oh boy, am I glad that I did that. Because first of all, it would have been dangerous to back out, and that's not being able to see.
Yeah, it's a
And
lot of people.
then
It's a lot of movement at
when you
Starbucks.
back in, you can see the show in front of you. I seen almost 2 people get run over. I seen people running out of Starbucks with their cups. I seen all kind of. I was like, "What is?" I just like Starbucks for the bougie drinks, not for the coffee. I was like, "What is in that coffee and stuff they drinking that you gonna have an accident for?"
It's a serious situation at
It
Starbucks
is
in the morning.
wild.
In the morning, it's something different. If you go to afternoon, it's a little calm, but in the morning
Hey,
time,
you know what? That project we was working on yesterday, that you was laughing at, I showed you how to do. I want that kind of reaction when if we ever launch that. I want that kind of reaction. We're like, get out the doggone way.
Right. What's up, Eric B? Welcome in.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that was good. I thought the Norwegian was good. I think that we would enjoy it more. And we don't get it wrong. We enjoyed the cruise. I think that we would enjoy more if we try a different ship. And maybe like a different destination. I think that ship was really crowded for a Caribbean cruise. Like for that ship to be designed to be I don't even want to say small because the ship ain't small. It's just not designed well to accommodate the number of people they put on there. I think if it were going someplace different, or if we were to try a different ship, I think we would have had a better experience. But overall, I mean, it was a good cruise. We enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah.
I just don't know that Norwegian is. For me, Ray said we gonna try it again. We gonna give him another shot, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna give him another shot. This is something that happened that was weird, though, y'all. You want to talk about what happened that was weird?
Can I do it?
Go ahead.
We talking about the customer service.
The customer service thing, yeah.
So we had to go to customer service. We had to go there a couple of times, but it was only this one particular time we were trying to get something financially done. We needed to get something done. So we were talking to the guy at the front desk, and you all know that most of the time when you cruise, a lot of times you prepay for your gratuities.
You can, or you can pay on the ship.
Yeah, you usually can. And so we were talking to him about something, and he proceeds to say, well, in order to kind of rectify, and you could jump in or clear it up about it, because I was listening, but maybe I wasn't, because there was something else going on to the side. But anyways, he was saying maybe to kind of clarify what was going on, we can not clarify, but to
you want me to
as
say
an appreciation for it.
No.
Okay, well,
because I went to tell him about the situation I had with the lady.
Oh, wait, that was it?
That was then, right?
He wanted to give it up.
Because I think that was then. Wasn't it? Well, let's not say that because I don't want to be. I want to be 100% sure. But
no,
whatever
they didn't
the case
do nothing
was,
about that.
Whatever the case was, when we went to ask him about something that had nothing to do. Oh yes, the charges. We had some charges that were kind of wonky. It had nothing to do with our stateroom attendant, right?
Nothing.
This man's solution at the front desk was, "Why don't you sign this paper for me to take your stateroom attendant's gratuities off? Well, let's remove your gratuities from the thing." And I was just kind of like, huh? I was like, this don't got nothing to do with that. Like, I don't. But he's like, yeah, you don't have to pay this through this. You can just choose to pay whoever you want to pay. You just sign this form and I'll take them off for you. And then you don't have to deal with that. And I was just like, I don't need to do that. I'm comfortable paying the gratuities. The people that's getting the gratuity deserve them, in my opinion. But I thought it was real weird that was just his immediate go-to for. And then I'm looking around, I'm looking over the desk, and I can see that he has had other people do this too, y'all. I'm seeing like papers on the desk that say gratuity removal form or something similar to that. So this man has been convincing people to take their gratuities off. And then last week, now we've been home a couple weeks now, right? Because tomorrow, big 2 weeks, we've been home. Last week, I'm looking through the Norwegian, because I'm still in all these Norwegian Aqua Facebook groups. And people are saying, hey, they were trying to get me to take my gratuities off of my thing. They're like literally talking people into taking their gratuities off, which makes no sense to me.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
It'd be your own people.
Now,
brought
to you by the letter A and the number 22.
Y'all know those who are frequent cruisers and even first time cruisers, you all know how hard the service workers work on those cruise ships. Why would you, in good conscience, which you know it wasn't good conscience, but why would you, in good conscience, or yeah, why would you, in good conscience, say, "Well, just take their gratuities away"?
Hey,
What?
cousins. What's up, Keon?
Hey, Keon. What? What?
RJ said,
RJ
hey,
said, "Hey, y'all.
cousins.
Why would you? Why would you do that? Why would you even say that? That's weird. It'd be your own people because he gonna still get his.
Mm-hmm.
They not gonna get theirs if you don't sign it. If you sign that paper, it's like, come on, man.
Cassandra said, I'll have to check them out.
So that was pretty. That was pretty crazy, though.
Liam said, I have transition glasses. What we did love was the food, though. The food was
Yeah, the
amazing
food
on the
was
ship.
good.
Food is up there. For me, I still think Celebrity is number one in food. I think Norwegian is right behind them for me now, though.
Yeah, I like
Norwegian was good.
that food was good.
Liam said, hi, my cruising family.
Liam, I used to have transition glasses. I had gotten cheap for a while, so I didn't get them.
New Horizons Above and Beyond. Hello there. Welcome. That's a new name, I think.
Hey, yes,
They said,
welcome.
hi,
Thank you so
everyone.
much.
Elisa saying hey to everyone. Let's see. Hey sis, Peggy Grandenbill. That's my sister, y'all.
Hey, Peggy, how you doing? Thanks so much for being here.
What's up, feeling D? Happy Sunday to you guys. Welcome in.
Yeah.
Guys, you guys hear me snoring? Just let me know.
RJ said if y'all hear him snoring, just let him know.
Okay.
I guess he about to take his Sunday nap too. Elisa saying hey to RJ and feeling D. Everybody said hi, RJ. My cruising family said hi. Liam said hi, RJ's arm. Elisa said, were reservations required for the show? No, we were not even allowed to do reservations. We couldn't even, they didn't have the reservations
you had to
set up in the app. The app was wonky too. Like it's apparently they're working on some things. I watched Parkers on the Go had a representative from NCL on their live last week on Ship to Shore. And I asked in the chat, like, hey, what's going on with the app? Or I think maybe Leanne was in there too, and she had been on the same ship and she was asking about the app. And they said that it's something that they're working on. You know, they're rolling out this new app in phases, but the app was not good, y'all. You couldn't check off things to do in there. You couldn't like reserve shows. Like a lot of things that we're used to being able to do in the app, you could not do in the app.
I don't. Well, I guess it depending on how detailed the app is going to be. So if it's going to be extremely detailed, then yeah, you would probably roll it out in phases, or you would just.
Or wait, it's a brand new like you gonna roll out a brand new ship with an app that ain't done. Like just wait,
roll it out all the way.
You couldn't chat in it. Apparently, that's something that's coming later down the line.
But that app was for that wasn't just for their cruise. That was for the whole.
That's for Norwegian.
Yeah, I think that you need to have some people that could just work on the app yourself. I mean, like be users of the app outside of the cruise line before you roll it out.
Amanda said, "Hey, don't bash Starbucks morning lines." Hey, I ain't bashing it at all because I be one of the ones in it. Okay, I drop RJ at school and then I'm at that Starbucks line.
I'm not bashing it. I'm just saying that
she said they move fast. Don't look at the line.
I'm just saying it's dangerous, man. Like I almost seen 2 people get hit.
Yeah, we can get some. We'll go get some. RJ asked for some Starbucks, so since he asked, I think it's only fair that we take him to get some. You're welcome, babe. Oh, Miss Theodora said, hello, RJ. Miss Theodora said, hey, your grandmother's in here too.
Hey, Mom, how you doing?
Said hi. Miss TV said, I wonder the same thing, Ray, because what's in that coffee? I don't know. I don't even like Starbucks coffee. I just like the refreshers.
Did y'all know that they
What'd you say, RJ? RJ said, I really want to meet some of y'all one day. You will. You met some of them already.
They were talking about that at one point in time the CEO was testing out Starbucks coffee with olive oil in it. It was something that he discovered while he was over in Italy, I think, and he was going to bring it over to the market. He was rolling it out, I think, on the West Coast.
A stomach ache.
And I was like, that's wild.
Yeah.
But I heard a lot of people say they don't really like. They more like it for the specialty drinks and not just for the coffee, because the coffee is.
I don't like the coffee.
Got a wild taste to it.
Love and B23 said, which is crazy because Luna and Aqua were supposed to fix the crowding problem that was a concern on Prima and Viva, right? And it's so odd to me because they have specifically said exactly what he's saying the things that people complained about on Prima and Viva were supposed to be fixed in Aqua. And I'm like, if they were worse than this, I don't know how people dealt at all. Like, but
Yeah.
that now I did hear they said that Sid, what is it? Not Sid Norman, the comedy show, the comedy club. What's it
Mhm.
called? You remember what it's called? It's a
Oh,
certain name.
Elements.
No, this had the elements on the wall. That's why you're
Yeah.
thinking that, but that's not the name of it. I don't remember the name of the comedy club, but they said that was enlarged, so that's bigger than it was on the previous ships. And but even it to me was small for a
Yeah.
comedy
You
club.
had to get there early too.
Yes, and then the lady on Parkers on the Go Live, when they asked about the Sid Normans, she kind of made it like they keeping that small because they want it to be crowded. They wanted to be this like exclusive place that you gotta get there super early to get in. That I'm not that tight. Like if I can't, I'm not finna struggle to get there. Now I'm not finna
So
struggle.
create
I'm on a cruise.
create not mystery, but create a I don't know.
Like demand. or
Yeah,
something.
create a demand for
What's
it.
up, Kim After 50? Thank you for being
Hey,
here.
thanks so much. How you doing? Thank you.
Yes, you guys check out Kim After 50 if you hadn't. She's got some really inspirational videos about her transition life after being 50 years old and just some of the things she's been going through. It's really cool to see. And she always shouting us out, especially RJ. So y'all check her out. My cruising family said that's so odd. Yeah.
I feel like they kind of just said, "Hey, here's a ship. We're gonna put all this on the ship. You kind of figure it out. You kind of go into it, navigate this thing, and like even with the elevators are normal size, maybe I don't know. They're not real large. You could probably comfortably, probably 6 people,
Yeah.
maybe 8.
And y'all know, like, this is not us. We don't. It's very rare that you hear us come back from a cruise and
Yeah.
have negative things to say, because normally we find the positive in everything, and we
Yeah.
found the positive in this cruise too. But it was a lot of this ain't right, y'all. Hey, Sybil, welcome in, cousin.
I would like to be able to have input on some of these designs sometimes.
Me too. Elisa said that is nuts.
Bring me to the table.
Yep. Sybil said, "Hey, RJ."
Hey, Sybil.
Elisa said, and so specific to suggest you take them off of your cabins. Yeah,
that's
like
wild.
what? I don't understand even what he would get from that. Like, what does the guest services person get from convincing me?
You never know.
Do you think that it's like, hey, take them off of that person and then slide it to me instead? Because he didn't say that. He didn't suggest that. But I just don't understand what you get from
But
it.
you don't get it back in cash, though, do you?
No, you don't get it back. But he, yes, babe.
Before I go to sleep, can you ask when they're coming back?
Okay, I'll ask them. Yeah, they don't know. You don't actually physically give them anything back. But what he was saying is you can take them off and
Right.
then you can choose to hand them to whoever you want to. And and he specifically said you don't have to give it to your cabin store. You give it to the bartender you like, or he was naming all these different people.
Right. But I don't know. So, but is it one of those things where they push it? They have them to push that because the more they get back, maybe they get an incentive.
I don't know. That's weird.
Which is wild too.
Yeah, that would be real.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Big Murph's Life in the building. Happy Sunday, Team Reese Travelers and Chat fam.
Big Murph's Life.
Hope everyone is doing well. We just talking about the shadiness we encountered on Norwegian. Liam said, I think shows should be first come, first serve. And I like when you can reserve shows. I like being able to go in and say, hey, I'm coming, I'm gonna be there. I prefer that, but I get it. First come, first serve makes sense. But have room for people.
Mhm.
Like, if it's gonna be first come, first serve, but I gotta be there 45 minutes early just to be able to sit down.
Yeah, there were people standing in the aisle.
We were showing
That's
up.
a fire hazard.
We were showing up 15 to 20 minutes before show start to a standing room only room.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
It was a lady with look here.
Starbucks is money, 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 money. Yes, it is.
Look here, y'all. I have never seen a wheelchair motorcycle before.
There was a wheelchair motorcycle on board.
This lady had this wheelchair that was motorized, but it looked like It was
It
designed
looked
like a
like a
motorcycle.
yeah.
Never seen that before. Because when she rolled up,
But
I was like,
it had 3 wheels though, right?
it had 3 wheels.
It had the one in the front and then the 2 in the
And
back.
even she couldn't even get into the show. It was one time they had a handicap section, but I guess
They really
they should have kept
needed
that.
some help.
That should have been reserved for specifically handicapped people. Now you can't
But you
tell
can't
somebody
tell,
not
right?
handicapped
People have invisible
that's not
handicaps. You can't tell.
physical. You be like, well, you ain't got no handicap. I know that. But she should have been able to get to the show. She was behind people trying to see the show.
Yeah.
Even it was just crazy. But I've never seen a motorcycle style wheelchair.
Cassandra said I like the matcha and the medicine ball. I do like the medicine ball. Those are I like the medicine ball.
Medicine ball.
I love the refreshers and I love the what's the other one the caramel, not latte, frappe. Caramel frappes. I love those.
So we can make the medicine ball at home.
I've made them at home before.
Yeah, oh yeah.
My cruising family said I've seen an olive oil coffee on the menu. Haven't bought it though. That sounds like something you need to only drink on your way home because you don't want to show up to work with no olive oil coffee on your stomach. They could be like, "Where Ray Mel at? He got here an hour ago. I ain't seen him yet."
I'll be right back.
Miss Theodora said you have to make Starbucks a stop next time in New York City. It's an experience. Oh, did we go? We did. We go to Peter? Remind me. We went to a Starbucks there, right? I think we went to the one by Central Park. Yes, we stopped at Starbucks at Central Park, Miss Theodora. It was cool. It really was an experience too. Now we have one here in Chicago that's an experience too. We got the roast. What is it? The roastery.
Roastery, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the world's largest Starbucks.
Elisa said olive oil. LOL. I don't like regular coffee, so that definitely does sound right. I can't trust my stomach with that.
Have you seen the video? Speaking of stomach aches, have y'all seen the video of the lady that works at this hospital or the nursing facility? And she would bring her lunch in, and people would eat her lunch every day. Every day they would eat her lunch. She would leave it. You know how you have something, you leave it for the next day, come back gone. This particular day, she put a whole thing of laxatives in there. And she gets on the camera, she was like, now, I'm going to sit here and watch this bathroom and see who's been eating my food. And sure enough, this lady was running to the bathroom. She said that lady probably went to the bathroom like 8 times. And then she took a video of her. The lady was laying on the desk like this.
Yeah, I know
she was told back.
I know she was.
And she was like, that's what you get. Now you got to go home because you can't hold yourself. She said, I bet you won't nobody else eat my food.
Okay, and I bet you that lady won't ever touch nobody
else.
She's
like, now I'm going to eat the food that I didn't put nothing in.
My cruising family said, not big on the coffee there either. My Starbucks regulars are the honey citrus mint, chai latte, and caramel frappuccino. Honey citrus mint is the medicine ball, the same thing as medicine ball, I think. And the caramel frappuccino. We even got almost the same Starbucks favorites. And I know she liked the egg bites too. So I have tried the refreshers too, but none that's my go-to. Oh, I got 2 go-to refreshers. The blackberry, blackberry sage, and that's good. That's good. And the other one too.
But does it have a lot of sage in it?
No. You taste mostly blackberry. Cassandra said, hi, Kim.
Interesting.
Sig said, crowds, Explorer would never. Listen.
We were talking about that today.
In between our Sunday naps, we was over here looking up Explorer prices. Because between Sig's vlog, oh my God, Explorer looks amazing, y'all. If y'all have not checked out Sig the Solo Cruiser, she's got an entire series on Explorer journeys. In fact, she just dropped a new video right before this live started about how it's good for solo cruisers and why. But she's got an entire Explorer playlist. Go check it out. It looks like a phenomenal line.
Yeah, we were talking about that. And so Norwegian
and Raquel boarded Explorer today too, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Norwegian is bougie-ish. Explorer is bougie.
No, Norwegian think they bougie-ish. Explorer is where it's at. And I ain't even been on there yet, and I believe that.
Yeah, congratulations on those videos.
Yes. What'd you say, RJ? There's a ban on bougie? Is that what you said?
No. Bougie's now banned.
Okay. Sig the Solo Cruiser is cracking up. uh Liam said sick bougie flexing.
Right. Right.
Hey, listen, I'm okay with the flex because one of these days that's
Yep.
gonna be me flexing on the Explorer.
Yeah.
Theodora.
We were talking
Look,
about
and
that
I'm gonna
though.
put my feet on that warm floor too. I'm gonna take my socks off and feel the warmth of the floor underneath my feet.
I wonder how they spa is.
Oh man.
So y'all know we had the little incident at the spa because the lady was acting weird and the couple was acting wild. But I would do a spa day at least once a cruise if it was available, and then if the price is right. Like
So you don't think you would do the full week, like a whole
no,
spa
because I
access for the
want
whole
to,
week?
I like it. I think I would like it for a whole week, but I don't think I want to be in there for a whole week. I think I want to be able to enjoy the rest of the cruise too. So
Well, listen here. When me and when me and Peter were on Beyond together, we made full use of those spa passes. We would pass each other in the spa sometimes more times than we passed each other in our own cabin.
Bye.
We made full use of that spot. We said, hey, we gonna be in there. And I think that because we were cruising together versus me cruising with like our entire family. Like if you and RJ were on the ship, I'm probably not gonna be able to enjoy it as much because I'm not gonna want to leave RJ every day to go hang out at the spot all day.
Mm-hmm.
But it was perfect for that trip. My cruising family said she sure is, Liam. They said you flexing, Sid. Sig said, no, I'm not. I think you are a little bit. See, that's okay, friend. I'm here for it. I love it. Loving B23 said maybe they use the space for the beach club in Haven, the money makers. Yeah, and even that, people were complaining about the setup of the beach club because the beach club, though it is an exclusive adults only area, guess what's the next floor above the beach club? You remember?
Mm-hmm.
The golf area, all the kids stuff, the water slide, all the drop, all of that stuff is right above the beach club. So the people who had the beach club access were complaining that they could hear the noise and the laughter and the kids playing all day in the kids spaces that are right above the beach club.
Yeah.
So
because they should even get beach club anyway. They should have fun.
RJ be hating. He don't want no adults only areas.
The funniest thing I saw about the beach club was so you could access the beach club from the buffet. And so this lady came out the buffet.
Area right outside the buffet.
The lady came outside the buffet and walked past me and tried to walk into the door. You ever see people hit those doors when they don't realize the glass there? She was like, boom. I was like,
That ain't your section.
You didn't see that thing over there where you got to put your little badge on it?
That ain't your section.
This ain't your area, ma'am. And she tried to get in again. Ma'am, this ain't for you.
Yeah.
And so she went on upstairs with me. Yeah, go ahead.
It's so mean too, because to get to the pool deck, you either have to
have
look beach club access or you got to go through that buffet. And if you ain't got that beach club access, you got to go ahead and make that quick right and head on through that buffet to get to the pool.
That mug, as soon as if you come around that corner, you see that mug sitting right there. They got it all. It's a brown, it's like a brown tan color, and everything out there is the same color, and it's crazy. And so, but it's beautiful though. So the beach club would seem to be nice, but I think I would have liked to experience Haven.
Are we backwards? Is that the way we normally are?
Yes, no way.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I thought you were normally on the other side.
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let me see.
I think we okay.
You think we good? Okay.
Don't do it.
Don't flip it.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Got us all ready to hop on Explorer with you, Sig, the solo cruiser. Right.
Well, I am not kidding you. We was over here looking at prices.
Yep. I saw one. I was looking at 2 years down the road, and I found one. The room and the price based off of what they were offering, even when you get the full on package, it's about what we would pay for kind of an off season to go on Disney.
Okay.
But it was only 5 days.
I'll take
so that price would have been 7 days, a 7-day balcony on Disney.
Okay.
Compared to 5-day balcony. Now they ultimate. Guess how much the ultimate suite was?
Do I even want to know?
The ultimate suite for 5 days was $30,000.
Wow, man.
$30,000. I was like, One day.
One day. 6 at my cruising family. That's MH family doing that. Not me. No, you flexing.
Both of them. Both of them. BOFFU and both of them.
That allegedly would be wild, Ray.
I don't put nothing. Look here, and nowadays I don't put nothing past nobody.
Liam said, I just need them to be a few $1,000s cheaper. Nope, they ain't gonna get cheaper. We gonna get there. We gonna get there to where we can do it.
Liam, we could put you on there if you don't have a agent. We could put you on there a couple years down the road, and that way you could pay on that. You could pay that extra $2,000 so you can get what you want.
Sig is cracking up. Hey, Vandessa, thanks for all the content on Aqua. I will be on in 3 weeks, but doing Haven, I'm almost glad now based on this feedback. Yes, yeah, I think Haven will probably get you an entire different experience.
Absolutely.
What we know, well, first of all, Vandessa, thank you for being here.
Yes.
I see Mickey Mouse, I think, in that profile picture, which we gonna spot Disney. Now that looked like maybe a Disney Alaska sailing.
Possibly
because it looked kind of like mountainous in the back.
He got that rain suit on.
Yes. But yeah.
Sorry, we back.
Hey, yeah, we back. Disney just takes our minds. But Haven, we could tell, like, it really seemed like if you got on there and you had Haven, you could have an entirely different experience from everybody else. You could have, they got their own areas and stuff for Haven. So you almost don't even got to go to none of the common areas if you don't want to. They had their own elevator. They had their own, like, it was really, really nice. We actually stayed, our room was on the floor with the Hayden room, which on that ship was 16.
Yep.
And so we would just, every time we would walk past, we would kind of just pretend like we were holding our card up there, like we was going to the Haven side.
So what it is that Haven has, the door color is different. It's a brown door, then it's a
like for that section of rooms.
Then the glass, like a honey brown tinted glass, where you can see just enough down the hallway. So you look down the hallway like
they did that on purpose. They let you see just enough through that glass to let you know you want to know what's on the other side of that glass. They real.
Me and RJ said
they were smart about.
Me and RJ said we was gonna wait till they open up the door.
Right. What's up, Travels with PMB?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks so much for being here.
We had the pleasure of meeting Paul from Travels with PMB while on board the ship. And so we got to hang out with him. We did some fun stuff on the glow port with him too. So you guys will see that in the content that's coming up. And Paul will be a guest on the live stream on 2 weeks from now, on the 18th, right?
The 18th?
Yes, that's 2 weeks from now, right?
What else is going on the 18th? Oh,
the live stream and Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, yep. So make sure you guys tune in because Paul was on board, and now Paul has sailed Norwegian before. And so his perspective, you'll get to hear the perspective of somebody that had already sailed before and had already been on. I think Paul said he'd been on Prima, not Viva, but one of them, Prima or Viva. And so getting his perspective, it was interesting to hear like some of his feedback throughout the cruise as far as, the changes that have been made. Like Brian had brought up how they were supposed to be making improvements on Aqua. Based on the feedback they got on Prima and Viva. So it'll be good to have him on the live, get some of his perspective. Make sure you check out his channel, check out the videos he's been posting. He's been posting his Aqua content as well. So Vandessa, if you haven't tapped into Travels with PMB, he's got some good Aqua content out there as well. Theodora said, I saw that. That was funny. My cruising family said, you did, Kiki. You went to one by Central Park with RJ. You and Ray went to the one at the we did go to the one at Oculus at World Trade Center. Yes, we did.
I love Oculus.
Yeah, Oculus was a nice mall.
Oculus is
we haven't been to Starbucks
dangerous.
Reserve here yet.
Danger.
Liam said, not laxatives. That lady said, you ain't gonna be messing with my food, and I ain't mad at her.
That girl was running to that bathroom all night long.
Fun fact, the medicine ball was a drink that was created on social media and became so popular that it was added as the honey citrus mint tea. I thought it was the same thing because you remember it used to not be in the app. Now you could go in the app and order that honey citrus mint tea. I love a good fun fact.
Another fun fact, there was one point in time I had recipes for every drink that they had at Starbucks.
What happened?
It was the actual cards. I just got to find it. That's all.
You lost it?
It was like
that's a gold mine. 45
to 50 different recipe cards that somebody was like, they got fired. So they was like, that's cool.
Yeah, but I remember when you used to have to go, if you ordered a medicine ball, most of the time you would get somebody that knew what it was and they would fix it for you. But sometimes you'd have to be like, hey, give me this, mix this, use lemonade. And then I would always tell them put extra mint in mine because I wanted the extra mint though. But yeah, love a good fun fact. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Travels with PNB said hi to Elisa. Marcus and Fanny said, Kiki, not only do we have almost the same Starbucks drink phase, but I was sure looking up Explorer prices today too. Now we finna end up on the same ship too. I looked at the Explorer and saw the 8,800 base tag and the way my account's set up right now. Listen, when you ready, Brian, let me know. Because
Holla at us.
Listen, because I fully believe that God is gonna bless us to be able to do some of these like ultra luxurious cruises, vacations. Ray always been saying he want to do what's the one you always talk about? Ritz-Carlton. I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. You say it. Say it in the mic.
4 Seasons.
That ain't what you know. You know what?
They do have a cruise ship though. They got 4 Seasons has a cruise line and they have their own plane.
Is it that's what Captain K went, right? 4 Seasons.
Mm-hmm. But no, it is Ritz-Carlton. I do want to try Ritz-Carlton.
Yes, that it's expensive, but hey, one day we gonna have.
But everything on Ritz-Carlton is a suite. Everything on Ritz-Carlton is a suite.
Mm-hmm. My cruising family said, I'm gonna have Cheryl and Rockwell pay for them. Right. See, Cheryl and Rockwell, if y'all just pool y'all money together, y'all can pull everybody with y'all.
Right. Yeah, that Ritz-Carlton is beautiful. And then it depends on how long your money is. That means that gives you the determination of which suite you're gonna get.
All right. I need to start pitching to some of these the luxurious lines and see, because we ain't really getting too far with the other ones. Six said, my cruising family, you better buddy up to your BDM like I am. Hey, now that's the truth right there. My cruising family said, man, we sure did, Kiki. That spot was perfect. We had such a good time. We had that cruise was everything. As much as we always wanted to like get our families together to cruise together, I think it was nice that we ended up being able to cruise together on our own. Just have our little mommy retreat first. Liam said, Rockwell said they have one specialty dining for $200 on Explorer. Yes, she did. One specialty dining for $200, but then she said all the rest of them are included. And drinks included. And they have the drink set up in your room included, and the heated floors. And listen, I just know that's my life one day. God,
I'm a barefoot walker.
I know you got it for me.
I'm a barefoot walker in our cruise cabin, so I'll just be standing in the middle of the floor like this.
Miss Theodore said, yes, the Reserve Roastery in New York City. Sig, make your Explorer a yearly group so I can catch one. There you go, Sig. You see, you go ahead and schedule the next one, Sig. Get it out there quick. Kelvin said, happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday, Kelvin.
What's happening,
How you
Kelvin?
doing, man?
How you doing, man?
Shout out to the 37 people here. Pause for a minute. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button for us. That just lets YouTube know that you're enjoying the conversation and sends a few more people our way. So we would really appreciate it if you did that. Liam said, I need a sugar mama.
Next comment. You're going to get us cut. Next comment.
My cruising family said, yes, Sig the solo cruiser. I agree with Miss Theodora.
I should have told you to skip that one.
Yeah, listen, get another group one. Because is the group cruise only for solo, Sig? Because can me and Ray come one day if we decide we can get our coins together? Can we go to the group cruise? My cruising family said, no, y'all are backwards. I didn't say anything because it worked. See, I knew we was backwards. I'm fixing it. Maybe. You know how to fix it, Ray?
I say just leave it like it is.
I want to fix it.
And here we go.
I want to fix it.
If y'all don't see us, just know that I told her not to do it.
There we go. I fixed it. We're good now.
I can't see us now. Where are we at?
And now my writing is correct. All right. Sig said, Theodora, my cruising family, I'm looking at 2027. Oh, all right. Mr. Lisa said, wow. Travel with PNB said, Sig, you got the ultimate suite next. You got that? You got it, Sig? Look, you got room for me and Ray if you got that ultimate suite. Big Merce Light said $30,000 is wow.
That's pretty cheap. Compared to Royal.
How much? Theirs is about the same, ain't it?
Royals is for depending on what ship you go. Depends on what you go on. The one on the Icon, the biggest room they had on the Icon for the inaugural sailing was $100,000.
That's ridiculous. Sig said,
and somebody had it.
Sig said, Travels with PNB, no, I gotta stay on my level. I'll stay in Explorer's basement apartment. I'm good. Baby, it seems like the basement apartment is where it's at, okay? It didn't look like nothing wrong with me.
Baby, the apartment give you George Jefferson style.
Okay. Q Creations. What's up, Q? RJ gonna love Virgin. I can see it now. RJ be so mad when he see a Virgin commercial. He really be like them kids in that Virgin commercial, y'all. When they, the kids be like, what the?
Right.
That's really RJ. He really be upset at the thought of people wanting to do anything without kids around. Elisa says, Sig, you don't mind the basement, huh? I know I wouldn't. Sig is cracking up. My cruising family said they teased y'all with that glimpse of the Haven. They ain't right. They did. Every time we went to our room, we had to walk past the Haven entrance. Yep. Yes.
You gotta look
they
at
definitely
it.
teased us.
First, see, because I'm an aesthetics type person, So when when I saw the glass, I'm telling you that glass was like a honey brown tinted glass. So it was tinted just enough where you couldn't see all the way down there, but you could see like next time you need to be standing down here.
that glass was knocking like, you want to know what's behind me. Travels with PMV said, I've been on Prima and V. Oh, okay. So Paul has been on both Prima and V. Okay. So yes, definitely come back 2 weeks from now. We're going to chat with Paul. We're going to talk about our thoughts on Norwegian Aqua, his thoughts. We'll have more of our video content out by then, which we should have had a video out today. And because I took that pause yesterday, it didn't happen. But we're going to get back on track.
But you needed that pause.
I needed the pause. You are right.
Right.
Liam said, well,
I put my foot down.
Celebrity is my luxury cruise. That's my budget. Hey, that's my luxury right now too.
Wrong with it.
That's my, and I love, y'all know I love me a celebrity cruise. Now, ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing. Travel with PMV said I need to do Explorer one day as well. And Liam said, not to mention, See It With C was on Region 7C. Yes, See It With C did Region as well. So if y'all haven't seen that and want to see another, luxury experience, check out See It With C's Region 7C series.
For sure.
My cruising family said, listen, Kiki and me foreshadowed the Four Seasons cruise now that Captain Kate is there. Right, we did. And me and Peter stayed at the Four Seasons room before that cruise too. I think it's just all adding up to we need a Four Seasons cruise. I mean, that's the only thing I can take from it.
Why are you looking over here?
Because you have the wallet.
Actually, I don't know where my wallet is, so why are you
I'll
looking
find
over
it.
here?
I'll be back. I'm going to look for Ray's wallet so I can book the Four Seasons. My cruising family said, what are the odds we stayed at Four? See? What are the odds we stayed at Four Seasons before sailing with Captain Kate?
So here's the thing about it. Kiki gonna be if Kiki ended up going on Four Seasons, it was like we ain't seen Ray on the live in a long time.
You've been at work all day, every day. You've been at work for the last 37
and I
days.
don't even get a chance to go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
you can go. Yes, you can. No, but seriously, the Four Seasons, the hotel was really nice too. We stayed at the Four Seasons, Fort Lauderdale before we got on the Celebrity Beyond. And this was, I'm not usually a let's go to the city and just hang out in the hotel kind of person. I kind of wanted to spend time in that hotel. I wanted to hang there and sleep.
It looked like everybody needs to try it at least once.
In fact, we only got out the bed because who was it? Regina and Sig was like hanging out and went to eat. And they were like, we going to eat so-and-so. And whatever time they said, I think they said, we're going to eat at 5:00. And I looked at my thing and it was like 4:45. I was like, we got to get out the bed, Peter. We going to miss our friends. But I wanted to stay in that hotel room so bad. It was so nice. But I was glad we left to go hang out with our friends. Yeah. But it was a nice hotel.
I keep wanting to stay at the Waldorf Astoria over in the city.
We got to get some more Chicago stuff in this summer.
Yeah.
Liam said maybe all 30 of us can split the 30K suite. Right. I ain't mad at a buddy up situation. Okay. Explorer gonna be like, if y'all don't get out our face with this, we're not doing that.
Now we can split it up on Royal because they got all kind of levels. Somebody can sleep inside the slide. Somebody can sleep. We can.
That's RJ. RJ can sleep in the slide.
We can section off the patio in the back because it's huge. Mm-hmm. It's the same size as the ship almost. So yeah.
You see people all the time putting their mattresses outside on their balconies.
That's wild, though. I don't know. Would you do that?
No, I don't think I would do that. I wouldn't. I do enjoy sleeping outside on the balconies, but I wouldn't.
I would just put my legs up, but not the whole mattress.
But on Explorer, Sig had the full outdoor. I don't think it was a bed, but it was like a lounger. Normally you just have like your chairs with maybe an ottoman. I think she had a full lounger outside on her balcony.
Good Lord.
Let's see. Liam said it's the right side now. Okay, we good. We gotta remember to do that every time. Because it drives me, it's weird to me too. I was looking at it like something ain't right. Six said, yes, I'm not calling it a solo group cruise. I'm allowing married people to be in our present. Thank you so much, Sig.
Oh,
We so
wow.
appreciate your hospitality for allowing us to join. Whatever gets me on Explore.
What's the term they say? It's better to be
I don't know.
I
The
don't
time
know.
is ticking though.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, we caught up with the chat. We caught up. Okay. So we are allowed to go on Explore. We know that. So now we gotta add Explore, the cruise line you want.
Ritz-Carlton. See, she was great. Say it before me again.
Ritz-Carlton and Four Seasons. They have to be somewhere in our future, right?
Are you open to a river cruise?
I don't know. Are you? You want to do a river cruise?
I don't know.
What's y'all thoughts? Y'all want to do river cruising? Celebrity is going into river cruising.
I know. I feel like river cruising would not be fun.
You don't think so?
I feel like because like I guess you would just cruise up. You would cruise up.
Do
and
you
down
want
the
it
river.
for fun though? Is that a cruise that you do for fun? Or is that?
I think any cruise should have some kind of fun to it. Some kind of fun element to it, enjoyable element. I don't know how much I would enjoy just cruising up and down the river.
See, and I feel like you would. I think because you'd be able to. I think you would miss the ocean. I do think that.
I think that's what it would be.
Yeah.
So what we can do is they have one that stops at 4 ports going down the Mississippi. One is in Biloxi, Mobile, and 2 other ports. So we could start there. We could do a river cruise there. Why are you looking at me like that?
You want my first river cruise to be on the Mississippi?
Well, we got to start somewhere. So, we start there.
I want to start with the celebrity one.
Start there, and then we'll see how
celebrity going to the Mississippi River.
I think we should start at the one on the Mississippi, see how we like it, and if we like it, then we move our way on up. We got to do it the George Jefferson way.
But what? Okay.
Go ahead, say what you got to say.
I'm gonna see what everybody else has to say first.
Say what you got to say.
11B23 said, "I've been keeping an eye on the celebrity river cruise." Yeah, I'm watching for that too because I am interested in. If I try a river cruise, I would like to try start with celebrity and see how it goes. My cruising family wants to do river cruising in Africa. Nice. And my cruising family did an ocean cruise in Africa before, right? On MSC. MSC was it Virtuosa? Musica? I don't remember which MSC cruise it was, but it was an MSC ship that they sailed out of Africa on. River cruise is more for exploration of the cities on the river. That's what I thought. Like I don't see it as I'm going on a river cruise to turn up, have fun kind of cruise. Yeah. It's more of
and that's the thing about it. I like to explore. Yeah, and so if I'm gonna do a culture exploration, I'm gonna do one of them Disney ones. I'm gonna do
Disney ones look nice. Those the
Nat
Disney,
Geo ones.
Yeah, they do. They look like a good time. I had never been really interested in that kind of stuff before, but when we were working through the training for that, I was like, oh, this is nice.
Now the only thing I see people do it, but I am really skeptical. Not skeptical, but I don't know about African safari. I think an African safari would be great, but 2 things I've seen happen on African safaris. One, even though the truck had a cage around it, the lion was able to get inside the cage. And then 2, this video is going around. It was viral for a while. This man was sitting. So they have some Jeeps where you can sit on the outside if you're a hunter or if you like a photographer. And this man was sitting outside on the Jeep, just chilling, camera in his hand. He had one of them big cameras like this, and he was looking this way. Well, while he was looking this way, there was a lioness just slowly walking up on him, and she got right here. And he looked and turned his head, and she was just staring at him like, now, you got, if I wanted you to be lunch, you'd be lunch by now. But don't make no sudden moves because I don't like nobody just making sudden moves around me
pass
either.
On lunch right now, but just know I'm gonna want a snack later. So Six said, I need to get 10 more Explorer cruises under my belt before I try. No, that's not what she said. I'm with Ray on the river cruising, even though I might try one day in 2035 or so.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Speaking into existence.
Mhm. And Paul said, river cruises are for the ports and the scenery you see while on the cruise. Yeah, like I wouldn't even go on that expecting to have a like fun. I mean, I think we would enjoy it. Yes.
Where the water slides at?
No. It's definitely one to leave RJ at home. My cruising family says Splendida. Yes. MSC Splendida. That was the cruise that they took to Africa. From Africa to Africa. Liam's having fun. You can get the same driving up Interstate 55 if you cruise on the. See, I'm like,
It's a dude.
because in my head, I'm like, he gotta be joking, right? Like,
no, it's not. It's supposed to start next year. And this guy was like, he was like, look here. Ain't no way you gonna pay this money to go on this cruise. This is a 30-minute drive. These 4 ports is a 30-minute drive from my house. Ain't no way. But you gotta start somewhere, and some people that's gonna be their cruise.
I ain't knocking it. I'm just saying if I'm gonna step out of the box and do something different like a river cruise, I would at least like to do it somewhere in another country where I'm exploring a river I ain't seen before and some cities I ain't seen before. You know, like he said, I done drove up and down and seen 55 and seen them cities already. I don't need that.
Fun fact: I used to live in Mobile, Alabama.
You sure did.
I lived in Mobile, Alabama for 6 months. It's a very, very long 6 months. Several things happened to me. That was my first experience with hot chicken grease.
Oh my God, you got burned? That's what you got burned at?
Did not know you were not supposed to look over into the skillet when frying chicken. Lord have mercy. Let's just say
and grease. This is the man that asked me every other day, can he have a motorcycle?
And there was chicken frying and right in my face. Just hot grease popped in my face. Screamed like never before. Then I got hit by a bike.
See? You're not doing well at pleading your case here.
I was on the sidewalk and this girl just ran me over with a bike. Ask my mom. My mom in here. You ask her.
Ray has been hit by a bike, hot fish grease or hot chicken grease in the face. Busted all of his, knees, face, legs, all open, running up a down escalator.
I was going down and up escalator.
Up escalator. Broke his nose leaning in a chair in the kitchen. What else? What am I missing here? You've had a lot of incidents.
Yeah, it's been several things.
And be asking, can you get a motorcycle? My cruising family said, but I think with river cruising, I get to explore more of the land. Yeah, and that's what they say, right? Like, really, you get there, you cruise at nighttime, and then you wake up in the morning and you're at this new city and you have the whole day to explore that city, and then you get back on at night again, like even later than what we're used to getting back on for like an ocean cruise. And then you're moving at night, and then by the time you wake up the next morning, you somewhere else again.
And I had a Jerry curl.
You did.
I got my first Jerry curl in Mobile, Alabama.
Antarctica looks fun. Ooh, Antarctica sounds interesting.
We saw a cruise ship that offers it. They sail out early though, because this particular cruise ship sails out like 6 o'clock in the morning, but they make like stops. They use it as a transport too. So people are going from one area to another on that ship too.
The world cruises have Antarctica on them too, don't they?
I think so.
Yeah, that would be cool. This is something different, you know. Kim said, I was just thinking about trying a river cruise, but I'm more of a laid back cruiser. I see, and I think it would be still kind of laid back in a sense of not like fun party type atmosphere. But I do think the crowd is probably gonna be way different than what we used to. Yeah. But one day we'll see. Eric B said African cruise sounds cool. Yeah, absolutely. Liam said Antarctica sounds cold. Yeah, you gotta shake it up sometime. Ray has never really been interested in cold weather cruises, but I think you said you would do like, was it Alaska? You said you would do if we did Disney Alaska.
Absolutely.
You would do anything on Disney, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
We're
going to the moon as long as it's with Disney.
I saw that video and it always ends like that. What next? What video we talking about?
I think he's talking about the one with that lioness was looking at that. She was like this.
Oh.
The lioness was looking at him. She didn't make a noise. That's how you know you are who you are. Oh, that's how you know who you are. She didn't make a noise. She didn't make a sound. She just stood there like,
lunch.
This is easy.
No water slides, Elisa. Not on them shit. Do Europe first. See, Europe. We start with Europe, not
Well,
Mississippi
yeah, that's
River.
where they mostly have the river cruises at.
The
Well, not mostly,
Rhine
but
River. Ooh. Yeah, Europe River is the way to go. Yeah, I had a coworker that did a river cruise in Europe, and she raved about it. She loved it. She said it was absolutely one of the best experiences she had ever had before. So Liam said, or the Nile. Oh, I like how y'all thinking. Eric B said, I did the 2-hour river cruise in New Orleans. It was relaxing. A long one, I'm sure, but would be just as relaxing. Yeah, I would think it would be relaxing too. Now we do river cruises like that when we go to new cities.
we
I
did
think I
that.
did the one in New Orleans. Ray wasn't with me. I did the New Orleans one. We did one in Cincinnati.
You did tell me that.
Yeah, remember when I went to New Orleans for work? That was years ago. You knew that. Because we sailed out from the river, and while we were on the river,
It was on a paddle boat.
yes, I think it was a paddle boat. But the carnival ship was sailing out the same day. It was on the river with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we did the one in Cincinnati.
We did do the one in Cincinnati.
Mhm.
We do the ones in Chicago from here and there.
I want to
But
do
Chicago, if
some
y'all
more
ever
of those.
visit Chicago, Chicago has really nice architectural river
Yeah,
cruises.
that's the one I want to do. I've never done that.
They sail on the Chicago River. Really nice way to see the landscape and stuff in Chicago if y'all ever come up this way. Keon said, don't forget, split your lip in the living room.
Mind your business.
There you go. One more. Thank you, Keon. Thank you for helping me prove the point that this man does not need any
Mind
kind
your
of
business,
vehicle
Keon.
that does
Didn't
not
nobody
have
ask
full
you.
protection around
Didn't
it.
nobody ask you nothing, Keon. Get him off the screen. Block him. If we have moderators in the
He's
building,
not
block
blocked.
him.
No, do not block my cousin, y'all. Liam said, I just don't know about
Blocked.
exploring New Orleans.
Matter of
Baton
fact, where's the
Rouge.
right click? I'm right clicking on this one. Oh crap.
Nope. Nice try. I just don't know about exploring New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Memphis, St. Louis, etc. See, I like exploring the cities, but I'm not going on a river cruise to explore those cities. Like that, them gonna be the 2-hour river cruises,
If
right?
I find that video, we might share it we share it. But that was hilarious. The dude was like, ain't no way. It's just a 30-minute drive from my house. I ain't going on that river cruise.
Liam said I would do the St. Lawrence River.
It was like $700 for
Where's
that
St.
cruise.
Lawrence River at? You know?
I'm not sure.
Where's that at? Let us know, Liam. My geography skills ain't up to par, so you got to tell me where that's located at.
It's been a minute.
Q said, "Why go to the moon on Disney when it has Pluto?" Ah,
You know what?
I like it. Oh wow, you got a song out of Ray. That's what's up, Q.
What did he say? What river?
St.
St.
Lawrence.
Louis River.
St. Lawrence. LaQuinta, what's going on, sis? Hi, Team Reese Travels in chat. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you too, LaQuinta. Hope you're doing well. College mom said, I'm from Chicago. I can't go on a river cruise where it's cold. Being from cold, going to cold makes no sense to me, but I would love to go on one where it's warm. I feel that because we get enough cold here. We're not in Chicago, but we're close.
Oh, it's Canada. Okay.
Right over the border in Indiana. And yeah, so we ain't really too keen on going cold places either. I do want to do Alaska. It sounds like I'm gonna have to make it a Disney Alaska cruise if I want my husband to go with me. But yeah, I think if we did a river cruise, I would probably want to go someplace warm too. Do they have them in warm places? Can you do warm weather river cruises?
Oh yeah, like they was talking about going to Europe, doing Africa. Yeah,
I did the Chicago architecture cruise. Yeah, that's nice. I hope you liked it, Eric. I really like those. My dad took me on one for the first time when I was a little girl, and I never forgot it. Liam said Canada. Canada, that's what St. Lawrence is. So.
Yeah, that's what I just saw.
Okay. Eric B, I got a video of the Chicago architecture cruise. Oh, I'm going to go check it out. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, I'm going to go watch it. I love that. I love Chicago.
Yeah, I'm an architecture guy to my heart. Right? So that's why I'm at with it. Like, I wish, one of my many businesses and thought processes of doing stuff. And I've always liked architecture, interior design. I've loved art. And so those things really help me out. It broadens my horizons. And I like historical stuff. So that helps me out too. I can see different things. We got I don't know if he still want to go. It's weird. But what? I want to go to the art museum.
You don't
in Chicago.
If RJ still want to go?
Yeah, because he said he wanted to go. It's been a minute since he talked about it.
LaQuinta said, I'm doing well, and I hope you're doing well too. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. We're caught up with the chat, right? Did you have more to share about Norwegian or anything else that we have going on?
Yeah. So I would definitely say, like everybody else tries to get me to do Virgin. If you have not tried Norwegian, go and experience it for yourself. even though we've had our questions, comments, and concerns about certain things that have happened or that go on Norwegian, I would definitely say go and experience it for yourself. It's a beautiful ship. The food was really good. The overall experience was, I would say, was great for me, except for those couple hiccups. I think those couple hiccups won't keep me off of a Norwegian. It might take me a little bit more time to get back to Norwegian, but it won't keep me off of it. So go and experience Norwegian for yourself. And thank you.
Liam said Alaska cruise is a lot of money plus Disney is more money. Yes, it is.
Fine with me?
Ray is willing to pay it for Disney.
I'll get the inside cabin.
Ray just really loves Disney.
Not Alaska. I think I would.
No, you need a balcony for Alaska.
Okay, by all means, book it.
You book it. You got the wallet. Well, I'll book it, but
no, I'll
send you a payment authorization. Travel Adventures with Airbnb.
That was pretty good. Give me some.
I go to cold place during the summer and fall.
That was pretty good.
Because I'm not. I need you to pay the bill. Liam said Alaska cruise is a lot of money plus Disney is more money. Oh, we read that one already.
Do I want overtime?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
What do you think about Viking cruises?
Well,
Ray has probably looked into them more than I have. I'll be honest, I haven't looked into them much. Really, I didn't even have river cruising on my radar as much until Celebrity started kind of talking about it. But I don't know. I'm not opposed to any cruise line. I eventually would love to try them all. I eventually would love to say, like right now, our favorite is Disney. Very, very close second is Celebrity, right? I think as we start to expand more and start adding more cruise lines to our, our cruise life, our repertoire, maybe that'll shake things up for us, right? Maybe Viking will make his way onto the list one day. I can tell you, Norwegian is on the list, but it's not far up. It's on the list now, but it ain't far up. But yeah, I think I don't know much about Viking cruises to even form an opinion on it. Do you feel like you've looked into Viking enough to?
No.
Because Viking is river cruising too, right?
I've formed an opinion, but it's one of the ones I would have to do a little bit deeper research on it. I have not said, "Oh my God, let's go on a Viking cruise." Definitely have not said that. It looks like it. No, I have not formed a full opinion on it. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah. We got to try it to have an opinion for ourselves.
Yes.
Liam said, how was the food hall food? Food hall food was amazing. The food hall was one of my favorite spots on board. In fact, Deck 8, period, was one of my favorite spots. Deck 8, you have the food hall, which has all these different types of food available, where you can go up to the food counter. Like, say, for example, they had a rotisserie style place. You could go up to the rotisserie style counter and order specifically from that menu at the counter. Or you could sit in one of the food hall tables, indoor or outdoor, and you had access to food from all the different food hall restaurants. And you just sit there with this iPad type device and put in what you want and hit order. It's all included. There is something on there that says like pay now, but that's because you have opportunity to buy drinks if you wanted to. But all the food is included. You literally just hit what you want and they show up at your table within like minutes. It was very fast.
It is.
That I love the concept. Excuse me, y'all. I love that concept. I think that more ships should do something like that. And I think that the food was excellent there.
Yes.
And Deck 8 overall, which is where the food hall is, it's called Indulge Food Hall. Deck 8 was my favorite spot on board the ship.
Yeah. Because Deck 8 had the arcade next to it, right?
No.
Yeah. No. That was the same area though. Yeah. That was the same area because the arcade was here and you go around that corner.
No, baby, because the arcade was on the same floor with the yes, babe, we are. Remember the room that had all the glass? That was like deck 16 or 17. That was up high. That was the arcade wasn't there. Deck 8 had the the two infinity
Okay.
pools on the sides. It had all the seating around the
Yeah.
entire ship, like all that outdoor seating
Oh, it
around the
had the
entire
glass floor
ship,
too, right?
the glass walkway, the glass
Yeah, that was pretty
bridge.
cool.
Yeah, that all of that was on deck 4 or deck 8, sorry. And that the what is the bar that stays open all night? That's on deck 8
Yeah,
too,
that's
inside
pretty cool.
on
Now
deck
that's a
8.
good concept, and you can get food there 24 hours a day
Yeah,
and drinks 24 hours a day. Now, after a certain period of time, you have to go
the local
to the other
was the
side.
name of
Yeah,
that.
you have to go to the other side to get food. But overall, I like that concept too.
My cruising family, for us family cruisers, I love that y'all share that kids eat free in specialty dining on Norwegian Aqua. Yes, I was so glad. Like that was a very surprise. That was a surprise to me. Like
Mhm.
I didn't realize that. Now you do, if you have a child that's under 18, they can eat free specialty dining. They do have to eat from the kids menu though.
Mhm.
So it's not like they can go in and they can order anything off the specialty dining menu. They have to eat from the kids menu.
Mhm.
But that works for us because most of the time RJ wants something from the kids menu.
Mhm.
Only recently did he start eating steak, and he ate so much steak in the main dining
Like
room
he
that by the
staked himself
time,
out.
right, by the time we got to the steakhouse, he wanted a burger. So so it worked out well. He got to eat free at both specialty dining spots. So yes, keep that in mind. If you go on Norwegian and you have kids that are under 18, if they want to eat off the kids menu, that is free. Travels with PNB said balcony may be cold for Alaska depending on the time of the year. I just feel like I would want the balcony for Alaska though. Like I would want to be able to see
Mhm.
those views from my
You
room.
cruise into it.
Yep. Hey, Willis and Burns, thank you for being here.
Hey,
Thank
how
you
you
for being
doing?
a
Thanks for being
channel
here.
member. Thanks again for the information on the aqua near the pool. And yes, so Williston commented on our video about the room. That when we went back and added at the end of that video, like, hey,
Mhm.
just so y'all know, we at this room right under the pool deck, and it is very loud, and we can hear noise all the time. They went and were able to change their location based
Okay.
on that. So thank you for watching the video for one, and we glad you got some useful information
Yeah.
from it, because that kind of threw us off. I didn't expect to be able to hear that much noise from that
Mhm.
cabin. Big Merce Life said, did I hear Ray correctly? You're going on Virgin. Did you say that, Ray?
No, sir. You need to clean your ears.
You're not going on Virgin, Ray?
They say I'm not. They say I am.
We gonna get Ray on Virgin one of these days, y'all. Right, Ray?
LaQuinta says, I know that y'all love to cruise, but have you considered traveling to the motherland?
We
Yes.
have. Yes, we have.
Yes, we have.
Honestly, this channel took a direction of cruising. One, because we love cruising so much, but also because the cruising videos perform well on the channel. They seem to perform a lot better. We have land stuff that we've done that just hasn't made it to the channel yet because we need to push the cruise stuff because that's what performs well.
Yep.
And we're gonna have to slip the land stuff in between. We haven't done the motherland. I would love to. But yeah, it's we have a lot of other things that we want to do that we haven't done yet. We want to do the motherland. We want to do Asia. Ray really wants to do Asia. I want to do, and really this came from RJ, the Maldives. So we have a lot of travel goals that we want to reach.
That's in 2 years.
Yeah, that's soon. Yeah, that's in the like I need to start planning that.
I'll be there in a minute.
You calling a job? You on your way to work? Yeah, get the money
See y'all
together.
later.
Get the money together, sir, because we got plans. Yeah, we have a lot, and we're going to start. I really want the channel to go back in the direction where we were, because when we started off, we weren't doing just cruising. We were showing all the different things that we were doing, which included road trips, land trips, flights, and all kinds of stuff. It just has gone in the direction of cruising because that's what seems to work really well. But cruising is expensive, y'all. Cruising costs a lot of money.
Traveling period is expensive.
It is, but we're gonna have to throw some road trips in here too.
Yeah.
Q Creation said, I think I formed the same opinion. LOL. I see myself doing it at least once if the price is right. Yep. It's nothing wrong with giving it a try. Seeing what you think, how you like it. Deck 8 didn't have the arcade. No, Deck 8, the arcade was up higher. Check out my ship tour. LOL. Yes, Paul has a ship tour out. So if you want to see everything that's on the ship, go ahead and check out Paul, because I recorded one, but it's probably gonna be a while before I edit that thing. So Go ahead and check out Paul's ship tour. Liam said, "Is the local a food hall too, or is it like a food shack?" The local is like a bar and a sit down restaurant. So the bar area is like in the main hallway on deck 8, where you can just go sit at the bar. You can order some of the snacks and like small selection of snacks like wings, pretzel bites, things like that. And there's a full service bar there too, so you can order whatever drink you would like. There's also a sit down restaurant behind that where you can go in and sit down at a table. It's probably, I don't know, 20, 25 tables in that area where you can sit down and order off of a full food like dining menu. And they bring the food out to you. It's a table service. It is also included.
Yes.
So it's all included options. And that's the part, like, I expected a lot of nickel and diamond, but I feel like I didn't get that.
You hear that a lot of time, and then maybe they changed that with these new ships that are coming out. They're not doing that as much. But like a lot of this stuff was included, and I was not expecting a 24-hour bar with food, actual food, and not just chips and salsa or something. It was actual food that you can do and you can get.
Alaska bound 2027. Let's go. That's
you going on Disney?
That's going. He is not.
If he going on Disney, let's do it. Let's get it popping.
He is not going on Disney. I know where it is, but they Disney. But it's gonna be nice. Travels with PMV said, "I liked Virgin." Okay, so there you go. With Paul, we've been trying to get my husband to try Virgin for a long time. We working on him. The whole live stream be working on him sometime. See, Paul said he would go again.
Bumps in the bumps. Okay.
They actually, Virgin is doing later this month a special TA sailing. Did you hear about that?
No.
They are. They haven't shared much detail on it, but they for their TA appreciation month, they are doing a TA
Interesting concept.
Q Creation said, LaQuinta, I was thinking about that last night. I want to go to the motherland. Travel with PNB Virgin is my favorite night. Yeah, Q likes Virgin. I remember him saying that before. I'm gonna get him on there, y'all. We gonna get Ray on the Virgin cruise. Now y'all gotta watch. Y'all gotta promise y'all gonna watch the videos, because if the videos don't do well, he ain't never going again. So Q Creation said, I tried it once, but I would go on it again. Oh no, Travels with PNB said that's a Q. Will it be a group cruise? Will what be a group cruise?
For what cruise line?
We do have a group cruise. I am, well, not even I. We, RJ and I, have a group cruise on Royal Caribbean Wonder of the Seas. That is happening August of 2027, August 3rd through 7th. August 3rd through 7th, 2026 is our group cruise on board the Wonder of the Seas. We are super excited. We have, I think, 11 cabins booked so far. So I have 5 cabins left in the low, in our lower group rate pricing. I will still continue to book after that, but it will not be that group pricing. It's going to go up to Royal Caribbean's prevailing rate, which is way higher than what my group rate is right now.
But we can get you on there.
Yes, we can still get you on. But if you're interested in joining, I would say reach out soon, because we want to get you in one of the lower rate cabins before they're gone. So yes, that is August 3rd through 7th of 2026. That will be the group cruise on board the Wonder of the Seas, going to, where are we going, Ray? Nassau, Bahamas,
several locations,
and Coco Cay.
I've been just trying to keep up with the people that's been booking. I haven't mastered where they're going.
My cruising family said it sure is, especially with the family. Yeah, that reduced that free specialty dining for kids that's a blessing for anybody, because like my cruising family is 5 of them. That's potentially 3 people that don't have to pay for them to go sit down and eat at a specialty dining spot.
Yeah, I was looking at some. We was looking at some last night where this lady had 9 kids.
Yeah. And I can't count. That's 2 people that wouldn't have to pay. I'm like, wait a minute. It's not 3 kids. It's 3 adults, 2 kids. Lord have mercy. I need to go take another Sunday nap, y'all.
Good night, y'all.
I need another Sunday nap. Shots with PFP. I want to mix in some more inclusive resorts as well. There are people who prefer that over. Yes, absolutely. And we're noticing that too. More people are reaching out to us to book all inclusive, which is nice. So we want to start experiencing that for ourselves more, because we can we're booking people, and we're booking them based off what we're learning and what we're seeing and some of the places that we visited for like day passes and things like that. But we would love to have the experience of the all-inclusive stay as well as we're booking more people for those types of vacations. So that's something we want to get into too. TJ said, hello, everybody from the Carnival Panorama. Hey, thanks for tuning
TJ.
in from your cruise, TJ.
How you doing? I bet you, TJ, I bet your face look just like it does in your picture right now.
Right.
While you're on that cruise ship.
I tuned in to TJ's live from the Panorama yesterday. He was having a good old time on board.
See, I told you.
College mom to Africa and Asia. Will it be a group cruise? Oh, to Africa and Asia.
Have not thought about that.
We have not thought about that. No. That's something to think about. I have thought about the other one. Maldives.
Carlson?
No, I've thought about Maldives as a group for RJ. Is RJ still over there? He upstairs. RJ's always wanted to do the Maldives. And so my thought was, let's take him to the Maldives for his golden birthday, which would be 2027, right? Which is only a couple years away. So I don't know if that will be probably a land trip. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've thought about making a group out of that.
We have to. I think the biggest thing about the Maldives, and it's not so much big once you do it, but I think the biggest thing about the Maldives is logistics.
Yeah.
Logistics is one of the bigger things about the Maldives, because I think you get there and then you have to get there still. Depending on what, because it might be some around where the airport is located.
You still have to go. You have to get there, right, to the country, and then like fly on a smaller plane. So
you can fly, or you could take one of those smaller boats, and so it'll take a little bit longer.
Yeah, we got to figure out the.
But flying on that plane, you talking about 5 or 6 people at one time.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, we might have to think about the group thing.
Yeah, I think it would be a good thing. It's just the logistics of it all.
Yeah, we have to figure it out. Paul said, hey TJ, hope you're having a good time. Yes, we hope you're having a great time. Big Mer said that Virgin video would definitely go viral if y'all get on it. We waiting for that series. See, you gotta do like Angel and give people what they want, right?
So what I'm going to do is feel free to put your donations in this cup. And if the donations reach the amount,
put the cup down.
If the donations
Nobody
reach
is
the amount,
donated to your cruise.
If the donations reach the amount that fits the cost of Virgin, then we'll go and give people what they want.
No, you still owe the people.
Ring-a-ling-a-ling.
You still owe the people a ride on a zip line, sir.
So we are up at least $60 now. Ring-a-ling-a-ling. Look, in the words of Coming to America, we like the kind that jingles, but we prefer the kind that folds.
Ray owes all of y'all a zip line, and I will not let him forget it. Our port day where we were going to do the zip line while we were on Aqua got canceled. We were supposed to go to Great Stirrup Cay, and we did not go. So I have not forgotten that Ray owe y'all a zip line, and I'm going to hold him to it.
Or we already up. We ain't got to worry. That's $60. We ain't got to worry about it.
Big Merc said, "Hey TJ,
please if you all could please add the rest."
Hey, hit the like button for us if you haven't already.
Right, please.
Forget Ray's cup. All we need you to do is hit that like button.
Don't forget Ray's cup.
Liam said maybe Ray is waiting for RJ to be an adult to go on Virgin. You waiting for RJ to grow up?
Nope.
You ain't gonna take RJ?
Nope. Well, if he wants to go, but
TJ said, "Hey Paul, Liam, I'm just chilling before going to Elegant Night dinner." Ooh, are you all spruced up, TJ, for Elegant Night?
He probably got the suit on with the matching gaiters, got his glasses that match.
Big Bird said, I got 5 on it. Brian said, is it Virgin and Disney in the same range? Pretty much, right? They pretty close. They are pretty close. But we're going to find out for ourselves soon, right? We're going to go.
Mm-hmm.
You promise? Put the cup down. Stop begging people.
I'm not begging.
You're literally shaking a cup in people's face doing like this, but I'm not begging.
I'm not.
Put the cup down. All right, y'all. I have never seen a bad picture of the mall. Not ever. Never. Oh.
But they have their own season, so.
Liam said my donation for the Virgin Cruise. We got a super chat. Thank you,
We now have
Liam.
$2.60. If Big Murph if Big Murph comes through with what he says, we will have $7.60. I mean, no, $67.
We are almost there. We getting on that Virgin Cruise. Q said book a 4-day Virgin Cruise for 2 at $2,000. Goes to Key West and Bimini. Includes Wi-Fi, specialty dining gratuity, and I think that's for a balcony. See, and that's the thing. A lot of things that don't come standard on other cruise lines, you get on Virgin.
This is for Big Murph.
We're gonna have all kind of flags through this live stream when we get off of it. I'm about to take the whole thing down.
But that is go back to that, Q.
Go back to this one.
Yes, because I know Q, I was not dismissing what you said. That sounds good. And I know that they have everything. You get everything, everything is included, and you could pay if even your gratuities are included. I do know that I have my feelings about Virgin.
We're not going there today.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Because I said something new. Another reason to Kiki while we was on Norwegian of why I was skeptical about.
I don't even remember that.
I don't want to say it on here.
I don't even remember that.
We won't say it on here.
All right, members only. Travels with PMB said, I feel Disney is more expensive. I do think Disney probably does have a little bit more of a price tag than Virgin. I don't think it's that far off though, to be honest. I think
and it's all
the thing is Disney will come with the drinks, the pop and things like that, but Disney won't come with gratuities. You're still gonna have to pay your gratuities on Disney. It's not gonna come with Wi-Fi like Virgin does. You gotta pay I think it's still gonna be a little more expensive, but I still think Virgin is a little bit more than some of the other lines that we've cruised before. But I think it's gonna be worth it when we get on it, because we're gonna get on it one day, right?
Well, we're up $67. Oh, we up $77.
LaQuinta, don't be giving him ideas. She said you got to put a piece of tape on it that says cruise fund for it to be official. Oh wow, Big Murph gave 5. My contribution towards the trip. Q Creations, I got 10 on it. Thank you guys for the super chats. We appreciate it. I'm going to this is a good point. Disney does not have a casino.
Cool with me. I usually spend $20 in a casino at that, if that. What does that say?
Nobody can see what that says. I can't even see what that says. Big V Cruise. What did it say? What did you scratch out? Son. You are so silly, Ray. Disney does not have a casino. Exactly. There are more add-ons with it. Yes, there are more add-ons with Disney, which ultimately make the price more expensive. And it's stuff that you're gonna want to do on Disney that costs more. Nothing but the truth. Super chat $4.99. Thank you for the super chat. Hey y'all.
Hey, I was just playing y'all, but thank y'all. We'll take it.
Thank you so much.
What's that? 77 plus 4. Okay, we get a little closer. Just $15,000 more. We almost there. Because I want the biggest room. So y'all, we got a long way to go, baby. We got a long way to go.
You trying to get a rock star suite?
I want to be a rock star if I'm getting on there. Got a long way to go. Keep it coming, though. Keep it coming.
Don't listen to him, y'all. Thank you for everything you've given so far.
Yes.
Please do not listen to him right now. Nothing but the truth. Thank you for the super chat. They said, hey, y'all, such a lovely family. Did y'all try the nightclub in Norwegian Aqua? Any other thoughts about the overall Aqua experience? Yes. So we did do the nightclub. We went to the 90s party, right? That's what we went to. And the nightclub is different on Norwegian. It's the theater, and then the theater transforms into the nightclub. They literally move, hit some buttons to move all the seats back, and what was once a theater becomes a nightclub. And so we watched that happen. We recorded that, so we'll have some content on that.
Seats fold in.
Yes,
fold and roll.
And we thought the 90s party was fun. I thought we had a really good time at the 90s party. I thought it was first it was this a little cheesy, but no, it was a good time. We had fun.
They played a little bit of everything. So
Yes, they did. They had a little bit of everything. It was a good time. See it with C said, hey,
what's
hey.
that? See,
What's up, C? Welcome in. We were talking about your Regent series earlier in the live. We were talking about luxury cruising. C was, I mean, not C. Sig was in here flexing on us with Explorer.
flex.
So yeah, we talked about luxury and we were talking about your Regent cruise. Travels with PMB said hi, see it with C. LaQuinta is cracking up. Everybody saying hi to C. LaQuinta said, you can't say nothing now. The post is on the mug. I guess so. Big Murph's life is cracking up. We appreciate y'all. That was hilarious. Miss Theodore says, if Ray goes, I'm going. I feel like I'd be bored and not entertained on Virgin. Really? Do you, Miss Theodora? See, I feel like I would be very entertained on Virgin. I do. I think I don't know. I don't see Virgin and see boring. It looks like fun to me. And I think a lot of things that Ray saw in the beginning of when Virgin first came out, which is what made Ray not want to do it, I think they've shifted a lot of that image.
Because it was a couple times I was watching some videos and I looked at it, I was like, oh no, I'm not dealing with that.
No, you did not
No.
take them glasses covers off. Though.
I am not dealing with that. Mm-mm.
How is the overall vibe of the ship? Is it closer to Royal or Carnival? I would say closer to Royal than Carnival. Yeah. You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that the sail away, I think that they did like have a bit of a party atmosphere for the sail away and for it was one like Sea Day. Like on like Sea Day, I saw cheeks flapping and all kind of stuff. Like I was like, this is not what I expected, but that's what it was giving. Folks was having a good time.
She said cheeks flapping.
But it was one lady that was one step away from being in that tip drill video. I know, like you know the part I'm talking about too. You remember the tip drill video?
I'm like, I will not confirm nor deny.
You remember the credit card scene on the tip drill?
I will not confirm nor deny
that.
What I know or have not seen. Next question.
That's what was so weird because we would get that vibe one day and then the next vibe it would be like nose in the air, everybody snooty, like what happened, y'all? What is going on? It was so confusing. It was it was so confusing.
They got the boarding day champagne. That's what they got. They didn't want to pay for the rest of the drink package.
Right. Something happened to
champagne. Sure.
Love and B said we will be your correspondent team when we get on Star Prince. Yes, because I'm gonna have questions. Look, I hope y'all take pictures and stuff too, because I want to see it all. I'm genuinely interested in Princess though. I think that was one of the ones that we put on the list when we put the poll out of what should we try next. Princess was definitely one of them. But it didn't get the votes. Norwegian got the votes.
So you got to use the Anchorman voice too. Live from the Star Princess.
Yeah, all the S's on the end. Gotta have them all. Nothing but the truth. Awesome. Thank you. You are welcome, and thank you so much. We appreciate you for being here for just tuning in, watching it live, checking out the Aqua content, and we appreciate you for the super chat as well. Thank you so much. Big Murph said, plead the fifth. You don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know now.
Q Creation said they shifted on Virgin, but it does have its moments doing Scarlet Night and the pajama party. It's the liquor and the no kids that have them wilding on Virgin. And I see.
So, and the Scarlet Night is the part that has me like, because I've seen some stuff on that Scarlet Night. I've heard that it was for clicks and giggles, but
Travel Free in the building. Travel Free said cheeks flapping and versus cheeks bouncing says everything I need to know. Oh Lord. What's up, fam? Thank y'all for being here.
So what's up, Travel Speed? So it wasn't so much cash money taking over for the 9-9. It was more of like cash money, was there.
They was a step away from sliding that credit card. I know. They was close.
Okay. I didn't see that.
You didn't see that? That was C Day. Like that. That's why I was so confused because the vibe was so different at any given moment.
That's because it was that boring day champagne.
don't know what it was. I don't know what it was because it would be
So-
that, and then everybody be looking at us like we didn't belong the next day. It's
So
like,
they-
what's happening here?
So the cheeks was flapping / bouncing because they had the born day champagne. The rest of the week they had champagne.
You need another Sunday nap.
And for those who don't know what champagne is, that's champagne and ripple.
LaQuinta said, what cruise would you say has the best nighttime entertainment you've experienced? So it depends on what your idea of the best entertainment is, because the best entertainment to me is a good show, and the best shows are on Disney, hands down. Disney,
For sure, you're right
Disney's like theater productions.
on. For sure,
are the
you're right
best.
on.
If you're talking like nighttime entertainment in terms of comedy shows, the club, things like that, I would give that to Carnival. That's like that's the most fun vibe to me for nighttime entertainment.
But remember, on the Icon, excuse me, on the Icon, they was getting in because we was right there. We had that neighborhood balcony, and we had the nightclub right below. They was getting in on the Icon.
You know what? That jazz bar, you mean?
I love, man.
I would
want that on every cruise.
I think Royal is second best for entertainment to me. Right behind Disney, because Disney just has the Broadway caliber show down. Like it's just the best one that
they know what they're doing.
But Royal is pretty close because when you think of like the Aqua show, that's amazing. When you think of the Aqua show really stands out as one. I think their Broadway productions are pretty good too, but not as good as Disney. But just all of the things that you can do on board, the ice skating shows, and just stuff that you don't see on other ships. I think Royal nailed that as far as like, how do we stand out? They stand out in terms of in terms of entertainment, because they have things that nobody else had. But I still think Disney got them beat when it comes to the shows.
So I would say entertainment and for nighttime entertainment or entertainment overall, Disney is one. I would say Royal and Carnival are like 2A and 2A1.
See, I don't think Royal's comedy shows and nightclubs and things like that are anywhere near as fun as Carnival.
Right. So I wouldn't, not a nightclub, I wouldn't say that. But I think because Carnival geared towards more, it's a fun ship. So they try to make it as fun as possible. But I think that's, I don't know, I guess Icon kind of, I need to go on some other Royal ships to kind of see, but Icon kind of set a standard of what I would want on a cruise ship as far as like the nightclub. I mean, because I'm more of a laid back type of guy.
Yeah, so the Jazz Club was like perfect for Ray.
Yeah, the Jazz Club was perfect for me. Yeah.
But everybody's not going to enjoy that. Some people are going to be like, this too laid back for me.
Right.
Liam said, how does the drink package work for More SC? So for More SC, you can choose the drink package. We did not choose the drink package, so we didn't have it. But you can choose drinks. You can choose between drinks, specialty dining, Wi-Fi, and shore excursion credits. If you choose the drink package, it is more expensive than the other like More at Sea options. But you can just pretty much walk up and get whatever drink you want. It does not include water though. Like it doesn't include bottled water, which is weird to me. Like, why wouldn't you include water in your drink package? And
because you can make money off of it.
True. And it does not include Starbucks. They have a separate Starbucks package. If you want to get like all the Starbucks you want, you got to buy the Starbucks package because it's not included in the More SC drink package. So those are the things. Now that's, I guess that could be considered nickel and diamond. Maybe that's what people are thinking about when they say that. Because yeah, why wouldn't you include water in your drink package, right? So that's a little funky to me. But yeah, just keep that in mind. If you do the More SC drink package, plan to still buy some water for your room. If you feel like you got to have Starbucks while you on the ship, maybe think about if that's something you want to add to your package. I feel like I can drink Starbucks when I get back home because it's one right down the street. I'm okay with missing out on Starbucks a few times. Eric B said, tip drill. I'm so serious. Hey, what's up, Chocolate Drop? Welcome in.
How you doing? Thanks so much for being here.
Happy Sunday. Liam said, Scarlet Night, Ray, you can be in the bed that night because you don't want to get hurt. Right. Y'all know he came back injured.
What goes on that will get me hurt on? See?
What went on Celebrity got you hurt?
We're not going into them details.
You came back injured
We're
on
not,
Celebrity.
we're not going into those details.
So
It's a family show.
So yet another example of Ray getting
It's
injured
a family show.
and why he don't need no motorcycle. Liam said if Disney shows weren't the best one, then what would be the point? Because that is what Disney is. Right. Like Disney got to be the best. They have to stand out in that regard, right? But if I had to move Disney aside, it would be Royal for me.
Do what?
If I had to not count Disney, Royal would get the best entertainment to me.
I'm out of here.
You just don't even want to think about not including Disney,
Don't
huh?
wanna think about it.
All right. Chocolate Drop said, going on our first family cruise in July. Where can my kids age 17 and 12 go if they want to go? If I want to go to the club, we're sailing on Carnival Glory July 28th. Oh, well, first of all, congratulations on your first family cruise. That's going to be awesome. So 17 and 12 are still young enough to go to the kids/teen club. So your 17-year-old will be able to go to the teen club. Your 12-year-old could go to the kids club. Those are free up to a certain time. So if you go into the club before, I think, I don't remember the time on Carnival. I think it might be either 10 or 11 o'clock on Carnival is when the club will switch from a free service to a paid after hour service. So keep that in mind. Yeah, your 17-year-old, they're gonna give them permission to they can leave. They don't have to be in the club. They can pretty much walk the ship as they want to because they're old enough to be able to do that. If you give them permission for them to do that, your 12-year-old, I don't think Carnival will allow a 12-year-old out, will they? If they do, it's right at 12. But yeah, if you wanted them to go to the kids club, you'd probably have to pay for the after 10 o'clock service because the club activity generally on Carnival is going to be after 10 o'clock. So you're going to either have them hang with your 17-year-old or pay the after hours fee for Carnival, which is usually not a lot. It might be like $10 an hour or something. It's not crazy expensive.
And usually Carnival, I think it's usually till like 1 o'clock.
Is it 1 o'clock?
I think it's 1 o'clock, yeah.
So 10 to 1. It's probably
the paid 10 to 1. Yeah.
Eric, but yes, congrats on the first cruise and let us know if you have any other questions. Eric B said, y'all gotta make me watch the tip drill video now. I haven't seen it in years. Hey, do not listen. Raymel Reese and Shakia Reese did not make you go watch the tip drill video. Don't be putting that on us.
Actually, Kiki did.
I did not.
She brought it up, didn't she?
Leanne Travel, what's up?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks so much for being here.
Good evening, Team Reese family. Happy Sunday shenanigans, all. Leanne just came back from Norwegian Aqua and World America. Ooh. She did both. Yeah, she did side to side, I believe, on World America and then Norwegian Aqua. Liam said, wait, July 28th, Carnival Glory sounds familiar to me for some reason. Is that he
didn't book so many cruises, he forgot.
No,
which one?
Is that the Midnight Cruise? I think that might be the Midnight Cruise.
Maybe.
Chocolate Drop, great info. Thank you so much. You are welcome.
You're welcome.
Yes, absolutely. Yep, Liam. So we are caught up with the chat. A couple things that we'll share before we go into motivations by Ray. One more shout out for the group cruise. RJ and I are planning a group cruise on board the Wonder of the Seas. That is going to be August 3rd through 7th, 2026. That is our end of summer kind of pre-back to school kickoff cruise. It is called the Royal Summer Splash on board the Wonder of the Seas. We are going to have a good time. We are super excited about it. If you are interested, email me at booking@teamreachtravels.com so that we can get you some pricing for it. What else? What else?
You got to talk to your mic.
I'm not talking into the mic. I'm sorry. What else? We had more announcements. What was it? There was one more thing I thought.
Be on the lookout for something special that's going to happen with Kiki in a couple of weeks.
Yes. Also, we will have more Norwegian. Oh, that's the other thing. We will have more Norwegian content coming out this week. Also, 2 weeks from now for Sunday Shenanigans, we will have a guest. We will have Paul from Travels with P&B as a guest on Sunday Shenanigans. We'll be talking about our experiences on board Norwegian Aqua. So make sure you tap into our Norwegian Aqua videos as well as Paul, so you can come back with all of your questions 2 weeks from today. And Chocolate Drop said, yes, she'll be on the Midnight Cruise. Midnight Cruise is such a good time. Such a good time.
You're going to have a great time.
Yes, you are going to enjoy yourself. Q Creation said the good thing about Royal is even on their older ships, they have great shows, good food, and outdoor contests. I think Carnival is lacking that on the older ship. I will say that too. Yes, it does seem like Royal does a really good job of making sure that you have plenty of things to do, no matter what ship you get on.
Now, what I would like to say is, speaking of having things to do, and this goes for any cruise line, when you're able to pivot in a moment's notice, like they had to with our Norwegian cruise while we were on there because we couldn't go to the port. They couldn't bring the tenders over because the waters were so rough. Any cruise line that effectively pivots, y'all are great because that's a lot of stuff to get reconfigured. But it's probably one of the things they already kind of figured out beforehand. But man,
listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what they did on board when that happened. But hold on, because we have a new channel member. Welcome, Liam. Welcome to the VIP Plus membership.
It's birthday.
Thank you so much, Liam, for joining the membership. We are excited to have you.
Yes, thank you so much.
And what we were going to say about what they do on board when they had to pivot. When they can't, first of all, they knew everybody was going to be mad when they canceled Great Stirrup Cay when we were on Norwegian Aqua. And so when we got up and we went to breakfast that morning, they had a crew of people like walking around the ship, singing to people, pouring coffee, like serenading. Like you could just tell they were trying very hard to keep people in good spirits because there were a lot of disappointed people. The cruise that we booked was to Bimini and to Great Stirrup Cay. I think 2 or 3 weeks before the cruise happened, Bimini got canceled. They changed Bimini to Nassau. Then while we were on the ship, Great Stirrup Cay got canceled all the way. So now you have a ship full of people who booked an entirely different cruise, right? They booked this ship, but they booked a whole different set of ports. And I think they knew that, and they were just really trying hard to not have people walking around pissed off on the ship.
Though.
They was funny.
I got the video of them singing too. It's on my other phone that took a crash on me, but it was pretty funny. But they was getting it.
Liam said, "I don't know why I wasn't already a member." That's okay. You a member now, Liam, and we appreciate.
Thank you. So that was one thing when they were singing. These ladies were singing their heart out and just, getting it in, pouring coffee, giving crumpets, just everything. And this is why I hear in the background. I guess I'm gonna make the best of this. Nancy, get your negativity out of here. We didn't ask for that. We already can't go where we want to go. Nancy, get your negativity out of here. Go outside and sit on one of them lawn chairs out there. Because we don't need your negativity in here, Nancy.
Yeah, people were not happy. And I get it, but that's how cruising goes. You don't always get to go to the ports that you think you're going to. It happens.
Right.
It's disappointing when it happens, but it happened. That was the second time Bimini been canceled for me. That was the second cruise that I was supposed to go to Bimini and it got canceled. Leanne Travel said, I did not like the NCL charge for the adult only area. It should be complimentary, especially since NCL Aqua pool area is so small and lots of kids. Yes, that is one of the things that I think that they should have really rethought in the design of this, since they were supposed to be making, changes based on Viva and Prima feedback. There was nowhere else for kids to go except for that one pool where everybody was, and so it was crowded. It was that pool was never not crowded.
And then you know what, that pool should have been, that extra space that they fill with water on certain days, that should have been all pool.
Yeah, that could have been all pool because they didn't have it filled unless we were in port anyway.
Right. That should have been all pool. So that would gave you another that's probably
another 10 feet of pool.
Yeah,
if you add up on both sides. Yeah. That was a missed opportunity there. I think. Because the only way for you to be able to have pool access without any kids was to pay for that Vibe Beach Club.
And there's a nickel and or the dime.
Yeah, maybe maybe we just didn't fall for the okie doke, so the nickel and dime didn't affect us. But I agree with you, Leanne. They need something else for kids, and that's why I think that the ship would work better for like a non-Caribbean type sailing, Alaska, other places that they go with where it's not. When everybody gets on the cruise as a family to go on a Caribbean cruise, you expect pool, you expect hot tub, you expect beach, you expect deck area to hang out and chill and sun it up, and it doesn't work well on that
It
shit because
was
there's not
like
enough room.
it looked like people's soup one day.
It did look
At
like
the no,
people's
it
soup.
wasn't. It wasn't that pool. It was the pool that looked like people's soup. It was the hot tubs that looked like people's soup. They was all come here. They was all like, "Girl, yeah."
Yeah, they was.
I was like, "Why y'all so close? Do you
And
know her like that?"
Yeah, and so that's why I say Deck 8 is a real like gym, because they do have the 2 infinity pools there, and they were not as crowded as the main pool up
Yeah.
on the deck. Cruising is fun anytime. Welcome in. Happy
Hey,
Sunday
welcome.
to
Thank
you.
you so much.
All right, Leanne said nickel and diamond. There it is. So, okay. We're caught up with the chat. We have been here way longer than we thought we were going to be today. And we're going to go spend some time with RJ before he has to go to school. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. If you've never been here for a live stream today, one of the things, or if you've never been here for a live stream before, one of the things we always do at the end, we do motivations by Ray.
Kiki.
We do motivations by
Kiki.
Ray. We do motivations
Kiki.
by Ray, which is an opportunity for Ray to give you guys a little bit of encouragement. We know that it's Sunday. We getting ready to go into Monday. Who knows what lies ahead in your week? Who knows what you came out of last week? We want you to leave here with a little bit of encouragement every single Sunday that we are here, to just help you get through your Monday and get through the rest of your week. So all right. You up, right?
Hey, everybody. We are back, and it is Motivations by Ray time. Thank y'all so much. I saw that the numbers got up to like almost 40.
It went over 40.
Oh, it went
we
over 40?
appreciate y'all.
We
Yes.
appreciate over the 40, and we appreciate the 30 that are still here. So for our Motivations by Ray today, I want to talk about
I'm sorry. Hi, Claude. We had somebody new come in.
okay.
I wanted to say hello. Hey, new to the channel.
Hey, thanks.
Family.
Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate that. Welcome. Today I want to talk about don't worry if your name is not called. We oftentimes want things to kind of go our way, or want to be, even though we might say we like to be behind the scenes, there are sometimes we would like to be recognized. But it's okay if your name is not called. If they don't call your name, if people don't recognize you for who you are really, or for the accomplishments that you've achieved, that's okay, because God recognizes it. And when he calls your name, that means you've done something great. When he calls your name, that means he's ready to put you in a position where you can excel and use what you've been doing in the background to be at the forefront. When God calls your name, it's your turn. It's your time to shine. Don't worry about when ain't nobody else calling your name. When the job not calling your name, when the boss don't recognize what you've done, when people take credit for what you do. Now, I will say stand up for your credit, but when people take credit for what you do, when things go on that you know that if you had been a part of it, it could have been better. When people don't call your name, it's okay, because God has something better. And that's a lot of times why we don't get our names called. We don't get our names called because that was not for you, or that would have been a step down for what God had for you. So why would God call your name, or why would God allow someone to call your name to be a part of something that would be a step down when he wants to step you up into something even greater? So don't worry about who not calling your name. Don't worry about who not recognizing you, because God recognizes you. He recognizes what he's put in you, and he's going and he's preparing you. So when your name is not called, you gotta keep stayed up, keep prayed up, and keep going. And understand that God has your back in this thing. That it don't always go our way. We want it to go our way, but think about this thing. What if everything we wanted went our way? Why would we rely on God? What if we got everything we ever wanted? Why would we rely on God? God wants us to rely on him and stay with him. Stay with him. Stay with what God has for you. Don't let, because your name is not called, don't let that deter you. Don't let that unmotivate you. Don't let that make you feel like, oh, I'm less than, or I'm not equal to, or don't let it make you feel like that you're not qualified, because God will call you into something that you feel like you may not be qualified for, but he has already qualified you. So when your name is called, just say, okay, it's my turn. But in the meantime, get ready. Because if you get ready, you can stay ready. Do it. Do what God has for you to do. Wait for your name to be called. Because when it's your turn, it's your turn. But when it's not your turn, let somebody else go on out there and do what they're gonna do. Because after a while, people gonna recognize that, man, I should have just called Ray, or I should have called Kiki, or I should have called Brian, or I should have called this person, I should have called that person. You should have. But God has something even bigger and better and even greater for you. So today, don't worry about who not calling your name. Just know that when your name is called, be ready to go into action. That's it. That's all I
Be
got.
ye also ready. That's what they say, right?
Yep.
Amen, brother. All right, preacher. If you hadn't already held that cup and jangled it around, I might ask for a donation, but we ain't gonna do it. Big Murph said, "Preach, speak." Hold on, I skipped some. Go back. My cruising family said that's a whole word right there. Big Murph said, "Welcome to Claude, to the Team Reese family." Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, David Mercy? Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday. Leanne said, "Amen. It's okay." Thumbs
It
up,
is.
everybody. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, we really appreciate it. Big Murph said, "Speak." Claude is giving the prayer hands and the hugs. Yes, yes, yes. He said, "Amen. You better preach." Doing this work as unto the Lord. Man, listen, that right there, if you do everything that you do as unto the Lord, because you ain't gonna have stuff for the Lord, right?
You
So
shouldn't.
you shouldn't do it as if you're doing it unto the
I'm trying
Lord.
to tell you. And I'm gonna give y'all a prime example of when your name is not called and then when your name is called. Where I work at now, the industry I work in, I have been trying to get into this industry for 12 years. 12, and you can ask my wife, 12 years straight.
Mhm.
I had applied. There's two corporations that do the same thing in the area we live in. I tried for 12 years
You had
straight.
about 3 different jobs in between all them applications too.
12 years straight. I tried to apply for this job. The position I work in now, 12 years straight. And then what was that? November of 2020, the test came up again. I was like, no, I ain't gonna do it because they ain't gonna call me. God was like, go ahead and do it. So it came up. I didn't have to take the written test, but I had to take what was called the sandbag test. And that was rough. But I did that. I did what I had to do. And January of 2021, the HR department called me and was like, we want you to come in for an interview. And I did my interview. I felt really well about it. I asked my questions because I was watching some YouTube university stuff. So I asked my questions. And they came back and was like, we're going to offer you a job. And I was crying. I was like, ma'am, I am not sad that you gave me this. I said, you just don't know. I said, I can now take care of my family.
Mhm.
And that's just to say that when God calls your name for whatever it is, it's going to be on time.
Mhm.
It ain't going to be
right
when you
need
want it. Now, you want it when you want it, but when God does it, it's going to be right on time. And when I say right on time, I mean that you're prepared for it. You appreciate it. And see, 12 years ago, during those 12 years, I would not have appreciated that job as much. I would have appreciated it, but it wouldn't have been to the extent I do now.
Mhm.
So I wasn't prepared during those 12 years to be where I'm at now. But over those 12 years, God prepared me. God humbled me. God did a whole lot of stuff. So when I got in there, now I walk around and I'll be like, thank you, Jesus.
I'm trying real hard to
What?
focus on what you said. But Liam put this lock the doors in and I can't hardly breathe. Lock the doors.
when God,
Lock the doors.
when God does it, he does it in his own way. And when I tell you God showed up and has even showed up and showed out for us in these last couple of weeks, because I got a new position where I'm at. So
It's your turn.
I'm grateful.
Hashtag it's my turn. Q said, Beyonce, say my name, say my name. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard yet what God has in store
I'm
for
trying
me.
to tell you.
Yes.
And it ain't over.
Amen. Amen.
It ain't over.
Liam said, pass the plate. Cue the shouting music. Y'all own one today. I love it. I love it. Miss Theodora said, amen. Chocolate Drop said, LOL, no pun intended Q. Liam playing in church. Liam was bad. I'm convinced Liam was bad. That is too funny. Claude is cracking up. Big Mer says sometimes it's a blessing when your name isn't called. I applied for a position and didn't get it. 2 months later, that department closed. I could have been unemployed, but God blocked it.
I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, Big Mer, the exact same thing happened to me. I applied for a position and I got the no. And then when things hit the fan, that was the first job gone. I'm like, Lord have mercy, that would have been me.
And other things happen with that.
Other things happen with that too.
It's the wildest.
And yeah, that's a whole testimony in itself. That's a story time. That might be a story time for my personal channel.
If Kiki ever tell y'all that story, it will blow your mind.
Yeah, that was wild. But yeah, that the exact same thing. Big Murph, you just never know why God says no to some things.
And I know that's what it was. I know I was not prepared and I would not have appreciated where I'm at now during those 12 years because I wouldn't have been humble about it. But when I got,
and you wouldn't have appreciated it, and you would have played with it like you was playing with the jobs you had then. And God knows, He knows, y'all. God's timing. Liam is cracking up. See what C said. Listen, see, sound like C got a testimony too. Listen. All right, listen, we love y'all. It's been great. We've enjoyed this Sunday. We got on here not knowing what the heck we was gonna talk about, and y'all carried us through like you always do. We didn't talk Norwegian, we talked luxury, we talked about SIG and coming in here and showing everybody we need to do luxury cruising. We talked about all kinds of things, everything
not
under
going
the
on
sun.
Virgin still.
We talked about tip drill. We got a word. We got it all. So I appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We will see you back here in 2 weeks.
Welcome to Sunday Shenanigans.
Welcome to Sunday Shenanigans. You never know what you're gonna get. We will see y'all. C said we could tag team preach that sermon. Key. Listen, see, ain't it something? You just never know. You never know why God says no to something. It feels hurtful. You be like, why God? Why I can't have what I want? Meanwhile, He protecting you from something that you know is gonna hurt you even more. Like that. Woof. Yes, enjoy y'all week. We love y'all. We will see you back here in 2 weeks. Don't forget to come back. Make sure you check out Travels with PNB before then, because we will be live together. So we will see you in 2 weeks. And until then,
Team Reese all day. Thank you for watching Sunday Shenanigans. Please leave a comment below. And for exclusive content, join our membership.